on your every thought until my power draws. I'm elemental, my seconds leave. I am perpetual, I keep the country clean. I'm elected, electric spine. I'm protected, electric eye. I'm elected, electric spine. I'm elected, protected, detective, electric eye.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Greetings, universe! My name is Orbital Bacon, and I am certified G1 and a real freaking prime. Welcome to another live stream. It's Friday, the end of the week. That means if you're here, you are indeed made of sterner stuff. Wooga wooga and booga booga, bim bams and flum bums. Oh, what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Sterner Stuff. You know what that means. You know what time it is. The weekend is here. Once again, we have got through another week. The weekend has arrived, and it's time to set sail and cruise on into the weekend the best way that I know how. Hanging out with the bim bams and the flum bums, the baconeers and the baconettes. We're going to be kicking back, relaxing, and just enjoying some good times, having a few laughs here tonight as we A-log some cartoons, going over the latest memes from these decades-old cartoons, and an elongated E.
Even though we all know Sky is best girl, we all still deserve a solid E.
Thank you, Chester Stevens, for the elongated E from Shantae. Great way to start. Great way to start right there. Because, yeah, we're going to be going over the latest memes that I've cooked up for these decades-old cartoons. And we've got the nostalgia spotlight as well. I think you guys will enjoy this one tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. And, of course, everybody's favorite segment of the week, the waifu roundup. So hopefully you've been keeping those Wrangle devices tuned up in tip-top condition. Whether you're going old school with the lasso or you got something fancy like a net launching tank, whatever it may be, make sure it is tuned up in tip-top condition because we have some great submissions from our talented artist here tonight. So if you want to help keep the station in orbit and fuel up the perpetual waifu machine, then please support the war effort as we wage a war on woke, because we don't want to go with any ugification of our waifus. No, we're keeping those classic beauty standards alive here. And you know, the the waifus, they go whack for the stack. So let's see if we can stack up some meters here for the perpetual waifu machine, and that way we can wrangle up some waifus in the roundup. It's going to be a good time. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully you're all doing well. It's good to see everybody here. Looks like we got a lot of familiar faces in the chat. I even see a couple of new faces too, which is great. Hopefully you'll stick around, become familiar faces. We have a good time over here. Okay, we have a good time. I know most people are probably subscribed. They're here for the Saturday morning cartoons, the occasional anime Grindhouse that still ends up on this channel from time to time, even though it's going to be back on Bacon Bits this week.
Magnificent!
Look at the size of that thing!
I'm doing my part.
Thank you, Ron McChaos. Definitely doing your part. Whoa!
Thunder! Thundercats!
And a big RIP to Dan Simmons, best sci-fi writer of our time. In the beginning there was the word. Then came the word processor, then the thought processor. Then came the death of literature. And so it goes.
Thank you, Chester Stevens. Yes, RIP to another legend right there. It's been happening a lot recently. It's just how it goes. You know, time marches on. But thank you, Chester Stevens. Appreciate it. Big Thundercat. Ho! There was some thunder cake there. Ho! Thank you, Chester Stevens, for that. And Ron McChaos, look at the size of that thing. That dono right there. Definitely doing your part. Thank you, guys. Big support right out of the gate. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we are definitely going to stack it up and get some waifus in your stable tonight. Hopefully you got room, because you want to get them in your stable. Trust me, we got some good stuff here from Master Krakken and Odacat tonight. Some classic waifus, we got a couple of anime waifus, maybe if they haven't been featured on the channel, but you guys will recognize them nonetheless. So yeah, we're going to have a good time in the roundup. All the segments are going to be fun tonight. It might be a little bit on the shorter side because I didn't do quite so much prep for the Saturday morning preview. I just didn't have time. Work is crazy this week. But you know, the nostalgia spotlight will make up for that. We got some fun clips to watch. It's going to be a good time. So hopefully you guys are ready to go. Get on board the yacht. We're going to set sail. We're going to cruise on into the weekend. Hopefully you had a good week. If you didn't, it's over now. It can't hurt you anymore. So get on down. You can hear it calling. Get on board the yacht. Bim bams and flum bums, bacon ears and baconettes, one and all. It's time to go. It's time to go. So who do we got in chat tonight? Let's see. Go ahead and like up the stream for me if you're ready to get into some of the madness here tonight. Yes! 10 big Bison Bucks from Brazil.
Hey, I am here, doing stuff in SWG as I watch your stream.
Thank you for the 10 big Bison Bucks, Brazil. Appreciate you. Hell yeah. Let's go. All right. Well, we got another one. Stealth check.
The brilliant star that shines through the night. The sharp thorn in the side of evil. Riseman stands before you, supporting the war effort.
Thank you, Neo Star Productions, for the stealth check there. And of course, stealth check failed. And as always, announcing the arrival of Riseman. Thank you so much, man. You guys are awesome. All right. I already see a whole bunch of bacon flying up in the sky. It's going crazy. Hopefully I'm able to scroll up high enough to actually catch it all. But most of you moldy oldie bacon ears, you already know when it's time to say hello. But if you're new, I'll let you know what to do. You just got to put that bacon in the sky. Send it way up high, all the way up into orbit, and it's already full. The sky is full of bacon. It's cloudy. It's overcast. Let's go. Painting and rambling with a visit from the Gyat Fairy. Hell yeah.
If promoting Uggos is woke, then I'm hitting the snooze button.
Let's go. Thank you, Painting and Rambling. All right, let's see who we got in here. I see Gojira, a.k.a. Philip. What's going on, man? We got Medieval Syphilis here. It says anchors away.
I'm doing my part. For the waifus. Heel hentai.
Thank you, Crossfire. Making Yuri dance right there. For the waifus. It's all for the waifus. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Let's see. Medieval Syphilis is way in anchor. We got Kenzo's Creations, my eternal rival in Crossfire right there. And he's brought his Zoomerangs ready to battle for the death. for Nocturna. Let's go. Isaac Nieder is here. We got Contador. Saint Adam. Hail, brother. What's going on? Duo Maxwell is here. We got Ron McChaos with the Bison Bucks. Hell yeah. That actually works out, those emojis.
I'm doing my part too. By which I mean kicking Vince out of that damn chair to make sure we have a seat to give to one of the waifus.
That's right, Taverns Pool. What a gentleman. What a gentleman and a scholar you are. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that. Doing your part. Everybody's doing their part. Would you like to know more? Let's see. We got K Ojo in here. No Name OVA. There's Retro Ryu. Good to see you, man. We got Michael Russum. Hey, old brother. What's going on? Taverns Pull is here, / with the bacon. Gabriel Villegas. We got Richard Hooper, Loki Thorson, Phlogiston Jones, if I pronounce that right. Hellspawn Leviathan. Hail, brother, what's up? We got Prince of the Abyss. Says, I read Hyperion in high school. Dan Simmons was a true master, and he was prolific. Sci-fi, horror, historical fiction, mystery, thriller, all of that. That's pretty awesome, man. Ron McChaos, what's going on? We got definitely not Hunter Batista. Definitely not fooling anybody. That is Hunter Batista right there. We got Rusty Heckler. What's going on? He says, you all can relax. I'm here. All right, good. Glad you made it, Rusty. Waste of Space, a.k.a. Cheetos, a.k.a. the #1 troll, and his catchphrase, Bah Humzook. What's going on, man? Yeah, buddy. Sean Weitzel is here. What's going on, man? Hopefully you're doing well. Let's see who else, man. There's a lot of bacon to go through. Whoa, buddy.
I'm all for good manners, but if you offer a waifu your seat then you can't check out her cheeks.
Or can you? I don't know. We're changing the game. We're changing the game, Painting and Rambling. Thank you, though. I appreciate you, man. Let's see. Sean Weitzel, I believe, is where I left off. And then we got Tony Nuggets here. Says he's ready to rock and roll with the Nugget Clan. Shout out to Luke and Sprunky. We got Shifty Shell Scott. What's going on, buddy? Let's see. Ricardo Vasquez is here. He's even got some 4-leaf clovers in there for St. Patty's Day coming up later this month. And then there's Crossfire. You'll get caught up in the Crossfire. What's going on, man? Glad you could make it. Thank you for that dono earlier. Neo 007 is here. There's Chester Stevens, one half of the Cheddar Swiss Coalition, and our current stream boss will give you a proper hail once all the shout outs are done. I see Neo Star Productions in the chat. Thank you for the dono earlier as well. Rob TV is here. We got Overdrive Prime. Book Golem is here. Tim J. / brother, what's up? Lynch 85, hail to you as well. Miss Taco Cat, one of our baconettes here. Glad to see you. Ed User WI, is that for Wisconsin? I've always been wondering. Is it Ad User Wisconsin? I'm just going to say Ad User. Kyle Conklin is here. We got James D. Morris, says it's Bacon and Roses time. That's right, buddy. Carlos Cal, what's going on? We got Jason Long. Hey, old brother, to you, what's up? Let's see, scrolling back down. There's the Violent Player. Yeah, and he stuck a little wooga wooga booga booga in all that bacon there. I saw you mention earlier, you were like, I'm just here for the music. Well, and maybe the waifus too. No worries, man. Nobody's going to fault you for that. Let's see, Brazzle. There's Brazzle in the chat. There's Chichi Boy. What's going on? Let's see who else we got in here. Finally getting through all that bacon. There's a lot. There's a lot, man. Let's go.
If you offer a waifu your seat, you can check out her yams.
There you go. See, think smarter, not harder. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do, okay? Yeah, so it may not be able to, check her cheeks, hey, but the yams are right there for you, okay? And, maybe she'll want to show a little gratitude. But thank you, Robert Benson, for Ticket to Ride on the Booga Train. Let's see. We got Electric Monk in here. What's up? There's Phoebe X. Soul Edge. What's going on, Soul Edge? Gerald Black is here. What's up, man? Let's see. Who else? Wolverine. What's up, Wolverine? We got, let's see, Ricardo Weber, I think I saw earlier. I think I said Ricardo Vasquez. I'm trying to make sure we get everybody. Carl Singh, what's up? There's Commies and Not People as well. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody else? Beer Drinking Dwarf. There he is. Cheers to you, sir. Leave me alone, please. No. Sean Dodson is here. Yeah, Sound Logic. Exactly. It's sound. You can't defeat it. It's airtight. You can't defeat it. That's airtight logic. All right. And anybody else that I may have missed, just put some bacon in the chat. It usually catches my eye. Or if you want to yell at me through a super chat, that always gets my attention. Plus, it helps keep the station in orbit. Goes a long way to keeping food on the table for the artists as they continue to provide us each and every week with new and exclusive waifu pinups of our favorite waifus from Saturday morning cartoons, anime, whatever it may be, video games. Yeah, we got some video game waifus in there too. They do it all. They do it all, and they do excellent work. So thank you guys. I pass that gratitude from them on to you as well. All right, so like I said, we've got all the segments ready to go. Saturday morning preview for volume 143. Is that what we're up to already? Wow, volume 143 already. Holy cow. Okay, yeah, we're just flying through them. We're getting to 150 real fast. Let's go. So yeah, we got a Saturday morning preview for that. We got the nostalgia spotlight. It's going to be kind of a goofy one, but I think you guys will enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy it. And I'm trying to remember. I keep forgetting.
And here's my ticket for the BOOGA train.
Thank you, Reverb 154. We've had a lot of people get tickets to the BOOGA train tonight. In fact, I think it's ready to roll out, leave the station. We've got dockside delivery all the way down to the Gyat. So all aboard.
Pardon me, boy.
There it is.
Chattanooga choo-choo.
The Chattanooga choo-choo.
Track 29.
It's loaded up with
Or you can
pantsuit.
give me a
And there's
shine.
Kitty in the caboose. Let's go. Thank you guys so much, man. Big support from the Bacon Ears right out the gate tonight. Really appreciate it. You guys are the absolute best. So yeah, I'm trying to remember. I keep forgetting a lot of the times that when we do the nostalgia spotlight, I treat that particular segment sort of like channel surfing. So if there's any sort of clips that are in reference to the theme for the nostalgia spotlight, if you guys want to send those in via super chat, just like we do on channel surfing, then we'll take a look at that, because this one in particular, definitely there's a lot of stuff out there, and I only got a small selection. Otherwise we'd probably be here all night, but I got a small selection. So as we're going through the clips that I have, if you guys want to send any in of your particular favorites, you'll know when we get there. Go ahead, you can do that, and I'll actually remember to watch them this time. I know I've kind of been forgetting that to mention it. So it's all right. It's all right. And then, of course, we will finish off the stream with everybody's favorite segment, the Waifu Roundup. So stick around to the end. Hopefully you're here for the long haul, because, yeah, we usually go a couple hours around about that. And then we're going to have our midnight movie night. It's going to be in the OBTV Discord server. So make sure you're in there. If you need a link, just let me know. I'll post it in the chat. But yeah, we've got the movie night on OBTV because it's a movie that we can't get on YouTube due to copyright, so it won't be on Bacon Bits. But I will tell you what will be on Bacon Bits this weekend. Finally, we've got the uploads working again. I don't know what was going on with the processing last week. We had a little bit of a copyright conundrum the week before, and then last week it just didn't want to process my video. At first it said it was going to be delayed a little bit, but then we're approaching midnight, and I uploaded it like right after the Saturday morning cartoons were done. So nearly 12 hours later, and it's like, yeah, it's still delayed. I don't know. So I had to put it on the main channel. And then, of course, it was part 1, volume 1. And so we did volume 2 on the main channel last week as well. So that ended up being what, like 3 weeks in a row that Bacon Bits was missing the anime Grindhouse. Well, it's back finally. I uploaded it early yesterday. I went ahead and got the anime Grindhouse done early, uploaded it yesterday, and of course, it still gave me that processing delayed message, but this time within less than an hour. It wasn't even like a full hour. It got it processed and done. It's good to go. So no unforeseen mess ups this time. We are back, okay? We're so back. We're so back with the anime Grindhouse on Bacon Bits, which is good because I've got some stuff. I already had the one for tonight planned ahead of time, and I already know what we're going to be watching after this because this is like a one and done. It's a 4-episode OVA, so it won't be broken up into volumes or anything. But I already know what's coming up next, so it's good to know that we can get this stuff back where it belongs on Bacon Bits. So that'll be a good time. So yeah, we've got all sorts of stuff, and we got the midnight movie tonight. We got a lot to get into. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good show. I'm looking forward to having fun here with the Baconeers like we do each and every week, every single Friday. It's always the best way to start the weekend. Never a bad Friday. Never a bad Friday when the Baconeers are around. That's because you guys are awesome. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started here. Saturday morning preview. Oh, wait a minute. Here I thought all the hot dogging and grandstanding was done, but I do need to give an official to our current stream boss, Chester Stevens, one half of the Cheddar Swiss Coalition. He currently has 30 hit points on the health bar. That is the stream boss to beat. And I'd say keep your head on a swivel because it wouldn't even take a full super kick to win. So you've got a couple of people hot on the trail in second and third place right there. Might just knock you out of the stream boss position. But in the meantime, you've got it, okay? So all hail Chester Stevens. Let's get some pizza rolls raining. Let's get the waifu swanging.
I wanna be ninja. 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 I think I be ninja now. Yeah, okay.
I think Loki, the Lord of Snake Mountain, wants to be ninja. Call it a hunch, all right? It's just, something, my intuition, I think he wants to be ninja. But thank you, Loki Thorson. Appreciate that. Get rocking out with Tara there. Yeah, Prince of the Abyss, are you done?
Here's your knockout.
Let's go, Ron McChaos with the KO, not just for knockout, but for K's out. K's taking him out there, and Ron McChaos is taking Chester Stevens out of the stream boss position. Good thing I remember to do that and get a quick hail in there before he lost it, because yeah, KO, and now Ron McChaos with 34 hit points on the health bar is our new stream boss. So all hail Ron McChaos. We need to get some more pizza rolls raining. We got to get the waifu swinging once again. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. We might have a little bit of a battle on our hands. Just maybe might have a battle on our hands here tonight. You never know if Chester Stevens, he is a member of a tag team. So if Whis comes in, the other half of the Cheddar Swiss Coalition, well, it might be all over.
Hey, Ob found just the opening theme to the Guardian Legend.
The Guardian Legend. Why does that sound so familiar? Thank you, Robert Benson. Appreciate that. We'll check it out in the Nostalgia Spotlight. Thank you so much, man. Another ticket to ride on the BOOGA train, too. Let's go. All right. Saturday morning preview time. So we've got volume 143. We are just careening to the next big milestone, which is volume 150. Not only is that a nice milestone number, 150 volumes in a row without missing a single Saturday, but it was also going to indicate our 3-year anniversary, our 3rd year of doing Saturday morning cartoons. And as I just mentioned, without missing a single Saturday. So really looking forward to it. I'm really hyped for that. But we still got a little bit of a ways to go. Although I will go ahead and give you guys a heads up. For those of you that have a blue shield next to your name, I still miss the blue wrenches. But for those of you that have a blue shield next to your name, those are coffee members, channel members over on Coffee. Since my channel's not monetized, that's basically the way to do channel membership. And you get a whole bunch of perks and extra cool stuff there.
Get a few days off, but when I come back, this happens. Oh, great. Shaboxa, you liar.
Battle and Bothers.
Let's go. Brazzle says, now hold on. I'm throwing my hat into the ring now. Move over, tag team champs. Move over, Ron McChaos. Brazzle has actually taken over Stream Boss with 43 hit points on the health bar. So all hail Brazzle. Let's go. We need more pizza rolls raining. Get the waifu swinging again. 2 times. 2 times. Kitty's even getting in there. Let's go. Get her, Kitty. Get her. Kitty's back on the job. He's back on the job. Let's go. Thank you, Brazzle, man. Appreciate it. Big support from the Baconeers tonight. You guys are awesome. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. All right. So volume 143, we're coming up. Oh, what I was going to say is the channel members over on Coffee. So you guys get access to perks and stuff. like you would supporting anybody's, Patreon or official channel membership if they have a monetized channel. But in addition, from time to time, when we have milestones like this, like what's coming up with volume 150, I want you guys to submit your choices for shows or even a specific episode, if you know one, of what you would like to see in that Saturday morning lineup. So we're going to do a Baconeer's Choice, the members' choice, okay, over on Coffee, Baconeer's Choice for volume 150. So you guys, if you have a specific episode, you can send that, or if you just are like, well, don't really know an exact episode, but here's the show I'd like to see, you can send that to me. Best if you have like a couple of picks.
Razzle those dazzles waifus.
Thank you, Soul Edge. Appreciate you. Another ticket to ride on the BOOGA train. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. But yeah, it's best if you send in a couple of different options. That way, in case anybody happens to double up, because I tend to just pick one episode per show. Unless it's a two-parter, we don't like to have multiple episodes from the same show in a Saturday morning lineup, because that's how it was back in the day. So if you guys want to, think about it, you've got a few weeks, you've got what, seven more weeks, 6 or 7 more weeks coming up here to think about it. And you can DM me on Coffee or Discord. You can leave a comment on any of the YouTube videos like this live stream replay or any Saturday morning in the past, whatever, however you want to contact me. But yeah, just let me know. And then what I'm going to do is select enough to where, like I said, it doesn't double up. We still have 7 different shows, and they'll be all chosen by our Baconeers, our channel members over on Coffee. And that's our way to celebrate, one of many. We're going to do a couple of things to celebrate volume 150 and the 3-year anniversary. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good times. Good time. Tavern Spool says, unless it's a Power Rangers 2-parter with Kimberly. Well, we featured that one recently. Are you talking about the Wild West Rangers? Yeah, we featured that one recently. Are there any other 2-parters with Kimberly as like the focal point? I'll have to do some research. Oh, there are. He's like, yep, there are. Tavern Spool's like, look, man, I've done my homework. I know. I've got an index of all the Kimberly episodes. Let's go. Well, then we got to narrow it down. Is she got a nice outfit like she did in the Wild West Rangers? Because that was what really made the 2-parter worth it. I mean, it's kind of a goofy, fun 2-parter. The Rangers in the Old West, when they morph, they get the gloves with the little fringe on it. But yeah, it was really her outfit that made that. So we'll see. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to including a 2-parter as long as it's worth it. Tavern Spool says, I think her farewell episodes when she leaves the show and moves to Paris. That's kind of like sad though. That's like a bummer. I hated when Kimberly left. Like Kat, her replacement, the blonde girl from Australia, she wasn't bad, but she wasn't Kimberly. Okay, she wasn't Kimberly. But anyway, you guys have time. You've got weeks. You've got several weeks to think about it. So be thinking about it. Let me know, and we'll build that Saturday morning playlist. All right. But in the meantime, let's talk about volume 143 coming up tomorrow morning, the usual time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's a full 3-hour block. So we've got from 9 to noon, a full 3-hour block of Saturday morning cartoons. Volume 143. It's going to be pretty zooked out. I don't know. It's going to be hard to compete with the last week level of zook.
After a lengthy battle and paperwork, Skeletor shouldered Snake Mountain into my care. Lo, I go forth to claim my new realm. Only to find that Disney got there first. Now I must perform for the Lil Bacons for the next 25 years. Curse you, Skeletor.
You fell for it, sucker! Yeah, Skeletor got out while the getting was good. He's like, I saw that mouse heading towards Snake Mountain, and I just put a vacancy sign. Oh man, that's a shame. That's a shame, Loki. But thank you though. Thank you for the big dono right there. Appreciate you. I don't know what you're gonna do about that. I think Skeletor is like no backsies, no give backs. Sucks to suck. Oh man, we love Skeletor here. He's the best. He's gone on to be the founder of the J Law firm, giving insurance to all those waifus who crash every mode of transportation, even if it's not motorized. We've seen waifus crash canoes. So He's gone on. He's moving on to his next career. But thank you, Loki Thorson, man. Appreciate you. The huckster himself. So volume 143, it's going to be hard to top the level of Zook that we had last week, man. It was pretty wild. It was pretty wild. The most extreme, speaking of J-Law, one of the most extreme examples with Hannah Dundee rolling her Jeep. She didn't just crash it, she rolled it over. And right after, she's like, stupid, I'll show you, stupid. And then she goes and rolls her Jeep. And one of the most epic moments of J-Law that we've ever encountered. So gonna be a little difficult to top that level of Zook, but I tried. Okay, that didn't stop me from trying. So we still have like a pretty good lineup here. In fact, I'm actually personally pretty happy with the lineup. We've got some shows that we haven't seen in a while. They all go together really well. It's a bunch of sort of kind of like action, sci-fi, fantasy shows. It's a nice collection. So even if it's not quite as zooked out as last week, it's still a good lineup. I think you guys are going to love it. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. First up, of course, everything is from the 80s and 90s, as we typically do. Every now and then I'll dip my toe outside of those two decades. We might go into the early 2000s or maybe back into the 70s, or in the rare occasion that I play some of the old Max Fleischer Superman. What is that, from like the 40s? But typically it's 80s and 90s. So that's what we're doing this week once again. And if you've seen the premiere already set up, you might recognize that waifu in the thumbnail. Here she is right here. Galadriel, or is that how you say it? I'm trying to remember how to pronounce her name. Gadriella, something. She's got a weird name. But anyway, it's Visionaries, Knights of the Mystical Light. We haven't watched this one in a very long time. So it's good to get this show back. It's a little difficult finding episodes that fit in a Saturday morning lineup because, for one, there's only 13 to choose from. Galadriel, I got that right. Okay. There's only 13 episodes to choose from. And then I believe the first 5 of those are like a 5-parter. You know, it was like a little mini series to introduce the show. So unless you want to be left on a cliffhanger, and while I already mentioned I'm not too opposed to doing, like a 2-parter here and there, but a 5-parter, that's a bit much. That's a bit much. So it really leaves us with only 8 episodes to choose from as standalone. But I think I found a pretty good one here. I think I found a pretty good one. In fact, it's got a goofy premise. Like right out of the gate, I was like, yeah, I think this is the one. It seems sort of special, you know? It's got that really goofy premise where you're like, yeah, we've got something special here. It's going to be good. So in this magical kingdom, this sci-fi fantasy world, they're dealing with their own version of COVID. Okay, we've got medieval COVID, and it's only affecting the magic users, which means only the main characters, because we don't actually want everybody walking around in ye old face mask. So just the magic users, aka the main characters, they are affected by this medieval COVID, ye old COVID, and they're down for the count. But I think there might be a little bit more something to this, because as we found out with the real counterpart, as we had a few years back, that it wasn't as bad as they made it out to be. You know, everybody's like, oh, everybody's gonna die, like we're doomed. But then it was like, oh, it's just kind of like a cold. I'm not so bad, you know. I think I'm all right. I think I'm gonna pull through. I think I'm gonna make it. So it's kind of like that. At least that's my theory, because I think this guy in particular right here, he might be hamming it up a bit. I mean, you guys have seen, you know the classic technique. If you've seen that movie, The Sandlot, there's a bunch of other instances where it's happened, where a baconeer or a young bacon bit, he might fake drowning. Like, oh no, I did a cannonball into the deep end of the pool, but I forgot. Conveniently, I just forgot that I don't know how to swim. So now I need the lifeguard waifu to save me, but with mouth to mouth. You know, and they're faking it. They're like, hey, come on, you just wanted to get a little lip lock action there. Yeah, you guys remember that, right? So, yeah, I'm starting to think, based just on this screenshot alone, but wait till you see the clip, that this guy, I think he's okay. I think he's just hamming it up a bit. because he's got Galadriel here, the main waifu, and then we even get a one-off waifu. She's unfortunately only in this episode. She might have a cameo in like one or two others, but this is really the only episode that she's like a main character in. Her name is Fletchen. So do with that what you will. Fletchen is quite fetching. But yeah, he's got them both. They're taking care, you know, bedside manner right now. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm not going to pull through. I need both waifus to help me out. But let's see if he's actually okay. I think there's an indication here. You guys might pick up on it that he's actually all right. So let's check this out.
It's not working.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. What's he doing there?
And also, the source of the flu wasn't as innocent as the authorities claimed as well.
Thank you, Reverb 154. So yeah, there's the incriminating evidence right here. He's trying not to smile. You can see the smirk on his face. He's trying not to smile, but look at him.
It's not working.
He's
I'm trying my best, milady, but he's just not responding.
He's like, you're gonna have to try harder. I could die. I think you need to try a little harder there, waifus. Yeah, he said, I'm totally sick. Trust me, I'm totally sick, okay? You're just gonna have to try harder to nurse me back to health, milady. Yeah, you can see the smirk, okay? I can't be the only one. That sees him smirking as he's, he thinks he's slick. He thinks nobody's noticed what's going on. He's like, it's under the covers. They're not going to notice. We notice, okay?
Framing. That's framing.
That's framing. We can see it. All right. So yeah, we've got a little bit of the, bacon ear tactic, the tried and true, the fake an injury or an illness, and you get the waifus taking care of you. This is a tactic as old as time. Okay. Miss Taco Cat says, why are the bed sheets moving? What is he doing? Exactly. What indeed, Miss Taco Cat? What indeed is he doing? Why does he have this smirk on his face as the waifus tend to him? He's definitely deathly ill. Okay. He's practically on his deathbed. This is basically his dying wish. He's totally not going to make it.
It's not working. I'm trying my best, milady.
It's not enough. It's not enough. Yeah, he's down for the count. Yeah, he's self-wrangling. Yeah, something's going on there. So yeah, that's our episode of Visionaries.
Nurse, new nurse.
Nurse, I need a nurse. Hello, nurse. Yeah, that's what he's thinking it. So with Galadriel and our new waifu here, Fletchen, serving as the nurses. Yeah, he's totally doing that classic tactic, classic maneuver right there. So that is our episode of Visionaries, Medieval COVID. But I don't think it's actually as bad as they're making it out to be, because this guy looks like he's doing all right. He's going to be just fine. So that is our episode of Visionaries. And then still, while we're in the 80s, we're going to get an episode of Cops with one of our favorite waifus here, Mainframe. In fact, this is one of the more divisive waifu lineups when it comes to Cops, because some people are Team Nightshade. I myself am Team Nightshade, okay, redhead supremacy, but a lot of people are Team Mainframe. It's actually pretty divided. A lot of times it's a landslide victory. Most people, even if there are a couple that choose another, most of the Baconeers on the same page. But with Cops, it's pretty divided. Oh, and then of course Tavern's Pool, he's got to remind me. He says Team Mirage. How could I forget? Yeah, there's also Mirage. Even though I don't think she gets as many votes as Mainframe and Nightshade do, but still, it's polarizing, okay? Polarizing waifus. But don't worry, you're not going to have to make any decisions this go around, because this is a Mainframe focused episode. In fact, I don't think Nightshade or Mirage are even in this at all. I don't even think they make cameos like in the background or anything. It's all mainframe all day. All right. So we get a mainframe focused episode. And in this particular one, it's a little bit of a J-Law moment, little bit. She had a much bigger one in the episode where they were doing the beauty contest. And at first she's like, oh, beauty pageants, those are just to exploit women. You know, you just want to watch them prance around so you can hoot and holler. And then the chief was like, well, no, actually, we were going to put you in the contest. Okay. We think that you might have a chance to win, and then we can investigate at the same time. And that changed her tune so quick. She's like, oh, I got to find a skimpy bathing suit. I got to get some makeup. Like, I'm not even joking. She's like, I got to find a skimpy bathing suit. I'm pretty sure that was pretty close to exactly what she said in that episode. So this one is a little bit like that, although not quite as bad. They want to investigate this new shopping mall that has some intruder defenses, I guess. I don't know. It's not really like just an alarm system or anything. Like, think Chopping Mall. If you've seen that old movie Chopping Mall, where they have robots roaming around and they end up going rogue and like killing people. Well, obviously it's not going to go that far. This is a Saturday morning cartoon after all.
Cops, the intro to that show was probably one of the corniest in many of the Sat morning cartoon shows, and I love it.
Hell yeah, Soul Edge. Exactly. Same here. It's actually really well animated, and the theme song is a banger. It's an earworm too. That melody will get stuck in your head, so I totally agree. But yeah, it's not going to go as far as Chopping Mall, but there is a bit of an AI disturbance. The robots are running amok. So the chief, of course, he's like, all right, who wants to go investigate this shopping mall? And Mainframe is like, oh, wait, a mall? Well, hey, send me right in, chief. Women do be shopping. Waifus do be shopping. So she's like, yeah, send me right in. I love going to the mall. So, of course, Mainframe is going to be the main character. She gets a little bit of help from one of the other cops, but it's all about her. She's like, this is my natural habitat, my home turf. Okay. So if anybody's going to go in and investigate the mall, it's going to be me. So let's send in our blonde waifu to the mall, but it doesn't go quite as she might have thought, because not only do they have some robots run amok, but even the trees. You guys remember, do you just remember malls in general? Like, first question, do you remember shopping malls in general? It feels like people don't go to them much anymore, and a lot of them, at least around me, have actually shut down. But I know there's still a few out there. They're not completely gone, but I feel like they're going that way. They're going the way of the dinosaur eventually. But if you remember when they were all over the place, and you would go in and they would have fountains and palm trees and things like that. So they've even got the trees in on the job here, and Mainframe ends up getting wrangled and tangled by some overly friendly palm trees. You guys remember back around Christmas time, we had the overly friendly Christmas trees in Martin Mystery. So they're striking again. The return of the tree wrangle method, something that's probably more common than it has any right to be. But this is not the first or even the second time that we've seen this method. But once again, we get overly friendly palm trees here in the mall, wrangling and tangling Mainframe. So yeah, she's going to have her hands full in this one. So it's going to be a good time. Definitely want to tune in and see what happens to Mainframe in here. Even if you are Team Nightshade or Team Mirage, we can all appreciate Mainframe, okay? So it's a fun episode. So that's what we got from Cops, and that's a couple of shows from the 80s. Now let's talk about a couple of shows from the 90s in the lineup. And if we're doing Cops, well, we can't just stop there. We can't just stop with Cops. We got to get a little bit more police action. So how about some Robocop Alpha Commando, because the last time that I played RoboCop, it was the original series from the 80s, and I noticed, I was actually kind of surprised. I figured most people preferred the 80s show because it's a little bit more accurate, at least as much as a Saturday morning cartoon can be, to the original R-rated movie. You know, that's why I say as much as it can be, sticking accurate to the original movie, being an R-rated action movie. But, you know, the character design, it's got Ann Lewis in there, you know, they're in Detroit, all that. So I just assumed that most people preferred the 80s cartoon. But as we're watching the episode, I noticed in chat that a lot of people are like, hey, where's Nancy? Where's the dark-haired waifu with the ponytail? Does this RoboCop use gadgets like the one in Alpha Commando? A lot of people are like, this isn't Alpha Commando. Now, look, I get it because personally, Alpha Commando is my preferred RoboCop, you know? When it comes to the cartoons, obviously you can't beat the original movie. It's an all-time classic. It's top tier. But when we're talking about the cartoons, and you've got the 80s one that's a little bit more faithful to the movie, and then you got Alpha Commando, which is set in the far-off future of, what is it, like 2535? Or no, I'm sorry, not 25, 2035 or 2030. I don't know, something that's like coming up real soon. And, you know, it's the far-off future. And he's got all these gadgets. He's practically Inspector Gadget. In fact, I would dare say that RoboCop's gadgets are even goofier than Inspector Gadget's. He's got windshield wipers on his little visor, and all. I think he's able to make mixed drinks like margaritas.
Is that a two-headed weasel?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Painting and Rambling. That is a two-headed weasel, because as you notice, not only do we have the return of our ponytailed waifu, Nancy, from Alpha Commando, but we also get the return of Dr. Gaia, the mad scientist waifu here. She's actually one of the recurring villains in RoboCop Alpha Commando. And as you can see, she has a two-headed weasel because she is indeed a mad scientist doing all sorts of genetic experiments. And in one of the episodes that she's probably best known for, she makes that chimera monster. We've played that episode at least once, if not twice, across the now 143 volumes of Saturday Morning. And that was the episode where Nancy gets wrangled in the wife cage while in a bathing suit too. So that's like an all-time episode of RoboCop. But Dr. Gaia is actually in quite a few. She's in like a good handful. One of the more plentiful appearances of recurring villains. A lot of them are like one-off villains. There's just a couple of recurring villains, but even the others, they might show up in just like 2 episodes, maybe 3. But she's in a good handful. She's a good handful. No, but you know, so you got Dr. Gaia here, mad scientist waifu, doing genetic experiments, and she's got her eyes set on RoboCop this time. She actually has her eyes set on RoboCop. So rather than making another, well, she already has a two-headed weasel. Why did she need to make another one? But making a chimera or anything like that, no, she wants to experiment on RoboCop. And I think she might have found a way to entice him into it, because this is one of her earlier appearances, might even be her first appearance. So they don't quite know that she's evil right off the bat like they would later in the series. So they're just kind of like, okay, kind of weird. She's got this two-headed weasel, but you know, I'll hear you out. Like RoboCop's like, okay, I'll hear you out. Tell me your plans. What do you got for me? And so I want you guys to listen to this, and I'm sure you're going to pick up on the same moment that I did, which is why I clipped this part of the episode, because it's like, oh yeah, RoboCop, we already know he's a baconeer. In like the very first episode, when he first meets Nancy, he's like, who's the babe? You know, so like we already know that he's a baconeer. And I think Dr. Gaia might know as well. I think she, at the very least, she has a hunch. She's like, you know, he's built like a Giga Chad, okay? This version of RoboCop, his arm is like one of his arms is like the size of a whole waifu in this show. So he's got that Giga Chad build. And so she's like, you know what? He might be a baconeer. I'm going to play to that and see if he'll fall for my trap. So let's see if you guys catch this too.
my curve.
You are Dr. Anais Gaia, a world-renowned geneticist known to the public as the Queen of Cloning.
How clever! Well, I know a bit about you as well, Officer Murphy. How would you?
The fucking weasel just went into her hair. I don't know why that kills me. It's weird enough, the two-headed weasel, but it like lives in her hair. What the fuck? But anyway. All right, hold on. Pay attention. Let's see if this would if you guys were a cyborg brought back from the brink of death and put in a cyborg body, would this pitch fool you as well? Let's see.
Like to feel the wind in your hair again, the sun on your back.
Is that a lab coat with a thigh slit?
It is. Yes, it is, Painting and Rambling. That is a two-headed weasel, and that is a lab coat with a thigh slit, referring to this image right here. Yes, Painting and Rambling, you are seeing that correct.
How would you like to feel the wind in your hair again, the sun on your back, a woman's cheek on your fingertips?
Whoa, buddy! Whoa, buddy. Look at Robocop. That's the one. That's the one that got him. He's like, wait, what? You say I could check some cheeks? Are you saying I could check some cheeks? All right, doctor. Do your experiment. What do you got? Because, he's like, yeah, I don't know.
A woman's cheek on your fingertips.
You want to be able to feel a woman's cheek once again? You probably missed that, Robocop, Robo-Chad. You probably missed the touch of a woman's cheek. So, yeah, if you want to be able to check some cheeks, then I got to do my experiment on you. Yeah, he's cooked. Robocop is cooked. It's over. Yeah, but let's be honest, though. I think we'd all be cooked. If we were in Robocop's metal shoes and she offered the chance to be able to check some cheeks once again, I think we'd all fall for it. We'd all be going to the mad scientist waifu here with her lab coat with a thigh split. Yes, it's over. It's so over for Robocop. So of course, Nancy, she's like, I'm not falling for that. Okay, you might be fooling Robocop playing to his baconeer instincts, but she's not falling for that. So she's going to try to stop her before whatever she's truly plotting can come to fruition. And by that, we get the Waifu Wars. That's right. We get some waifu combat. It's combat time. SM dub, SM dub, SM dub. So yeah, we get a full-blown moment of Waifu Wars, and this time it's an actual fight. I know sometimes in the past I've gotten a screenshot, but really they're all like trash talking or maybe just like threatening to fight, and it doesn't actually happen. We get a little bit gypped. It's like, oh man, we're gonna get some Waifu Wars, some SMW, WWO, whatever you want to call it. It's happening, but then they either get broken up, the fight gets interrupted, or they were just talking trash, whatever. But oh no, not this time. We get a full-blown match here. Waifu combat. It's going to be awesome. So definitely want to tune into that episode of RoboCop Alpha Commando, the best RoboCop, okay? I will accept no substitutes. He is the best, or at least animated, at least in animated form. Alpha Commando is the best RoboCop. Plus, it has that awesome theme song, with all the crazy lyrics like RoboCop, or like later when the chorus really gets going and they say RoboCop. Oh yeah, man, great. Love the lyrics. So complex. Great theme song. We get the Waifu Wars in here. We get Mad Scientist Waifu playing to RoboCop's baconeer instinct, saying, "Look, you could check the cheeks again. If you let me experiment on you, you'll be able to check cheeks. What's going on?" So yeah, it's going to be a good episode of that. And then to round out the morning, our final episode of the morning in the 90s, we got to bring some jank. Okay, like I said, last week was so zooked out. I was thinking it might be a little difficult to top that level of Zook, but we can definitely match, if not top, the level of jank from last week just with one show. It doesn't even take that much. I mean, there might be some janky moments in these other shows, but this next show by itself can match, if not outdo, any levels of jank. And I'm talking about
Waifutality.
Waifutality. Let's go. Hell yeah. No, it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Soul Edge. But yeah, for the levels of jank, this is an all-time jank champion is Beast Wars. Let's go. If we're getting the Waifu Wars, then we need the Beast Wars. So we were getting an episode of Transformers Beast Wars. Been a while since we've seen this one too. Just like Visionaries. Been a long time since we've seen Visionaries. Been a long time since we've got Transformers Beast Wars. Not quite as long since the last episode of Cops or Robocop Alpha Commando, but long enough. We'll get those back in there. So, maybe some janky moments in those, but we're really bringing the jank. In fact, this is how the morning closes out with the best of the CGI jank and an underrated waifu. Maybe not amongst the Transformer mad lads. Like, if you're a hardcore Transformers fan, then yeah, you definitely know about Black Arachnia. But if not, if you're like, this is that 90s CGI jank, I don't know. Well, maybe you might want to rethink it. You might want to rethink it. Because, yeah, it's jankimation. That's right, jankimation, not animation, jankimation. But yeah, you might want to rethink passing on it just because it's 90s CGI jank. They knew what they were doing in a couple of areas, even if it was early technology, and some of the movements might look a little odd or a little funny, but the character design was on point. You got Spider Yams, okay? Spider Yams over here should be able to convince you. Now I say should be able to convince you, unless you're like Tarantulas, who apparently has been studying at the Power Glide school of how to deal with a waifu. If you guys remember Power Glide from back around Valentine's Day, when there was that waifu that was, I kind of had a crush on him. I don't know. She might have just enjoyed getting free flights everywhere because that's what she always bugged him for. She's like, I want to go flying. Send me flying again. And Power Glide had just had enough. He was fed up and he was like, I'll send you flying. And he actually did. He tossed her out of the lab. He was trying to get some work done and he literally sent her flying out the door. And I think Tarantulas might have studied that. He's like, you know what? This is how you do it. This is how you handle it. So Black Arachnia comes in. She's trying to bug him while he's trying to get some work done, and he's just not having any of it. Not a baconeer, okay? Tarantulas, not a baconeer.
This is where you've been hiding. Cozy, in a hideous sort of way. Cool your gears, tall, dark, and gruesome. I haven't spent all this time finding your lair just to shoot it out with you. We need to talk.
Leave my lair.
She's all strutting up, she's swaying the hips, the spider yams, the canned yams, and he's just like, ha ha ha, leave. I love that chuckle before it. That just adds to it. Like, ha ha ha, leave. Just get the fuck out. Yeah. He's unaffected, man. He's unaffected. The swaying of the hips, that strut had no effect. He's immune. He's been studying under Power Glide. He's like, I'll send you flying. Yeah, leave. I gotta see that. I love it. She's like, oh, come on. Leave.
Leave my lair.
Aw, at least consider it. We could be a great team. Lunatic.
Bitch.
What? Holy shit. Okay, you know what? Tarantulas might be pretty based. He's not falling for it. He's made of sterner stuff. He didn't fall for it. He's like, haha, leave. And then she's like, still. So tries one last time, puts a little move on him, think about it, give him the gentle touch and all that, turns around slowly. And he's just like, bitch. He's fucking based. Holy shit. We got to see that one more time.
At least consider it. We could be a great team. Lunatic.
Bitch. Bitch. Holy shit. So yeah, it's a good way to end the morning there with some 90s jank, the janky CGI, but it's an awesome episode. Something I didn't get a clip of, but another highlight of this episode is the first appearance of Inferno. So if you guys remember the crazy ant character that thinks Megatron is the queen of his ant colony, and so that's how he refers to Megatron. He either says, for the royalty, or yes, my queen. And Megatron is like, I do wish he'd stop calling me that. And so we get our first appearance of Inferno. Batshit insane character, but I love him because he's hilarious. So you get that in there. You get Black Arachnia. It's definitely one of her more, screen time heavy episodes. And then, of course, based Tarantulas. She tries to put the moves on him, strutting up, and he's just like, ha ha ha, leave, bitch. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, the robot boobs, they had no effect on him. He stayed strong. He stayed focused. Reverb 154 with a visit from the Gyat Fairy.
The irony here is that Tarantulas himself designed her beast form, if not her body itself. Which could explain why he's so cold. There's nothing there he hasn't seen before.
Exactly. That's as Kitty was reading that message out, and it's, pointing out that he designed her, basically Oliver, I was thinking that same thing. I was like, oh, well, then he's already seen all the goods. And then you pointed that out as well. Well said, Reverb 154. Exactly. It's nothing he hadn't seen before. Okay. He practically built her. Okay. So he's like, look, I've seen it all. Leave, get out of here, you bitch. Oh man. Yeah, it's going to be a fun episode. So like I said, maybe not quite the levels of Zook that we had last week, but you're definitely getting some jank with Robocop, Alpha Commando, Beast Wars, and a few other hidden goodies in there. There's going to be a few surprises. I don't always give away the full lineup on these streams, but if you're a channel member, you've already seen the full lineup, so you know that we are definitely in store with some more jank here. And it'll still be zooked out. Don't get me wrong. It'll still be zooked out. Just maybe not quite as much as last week. But it's going to be a fun lineup nonetheless. I'm really looking forward to it. We are going to have plenty to riff on tomorrow morning. So hopefully I will see you guys there, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the full 3-hour block. It's going to be a blast. Lots of Zook.
We like Zook, see?
We like the Zook, see? Let's go. All right. Now, let's talk about our anime Grindhouse. Finally, back over on Bacon Bits. It's about time. It's been like 3 weeks. We missed one. Then we had to move it over to the main channel. And it was a 2-volume series. So I didn't want to split it between the 2 channels. So kept it on the main channel. So that's 3 weeks. Well, now it's finally back over on Bacon Bits. And we're back to the classic formula. We're going to just do some one and done stuff. Maybe some mix matches coming up here where half of the Grindhouse is one series, half is another. But tomorrow night is a 4-episode OVA. And this one, I'm really glad that we're able to get this one up there. I think it's kind of obscure, but some of you guys may have heard of it. I'm actually curious to know which ones of you have heard of this one before. But it is batshit insane. So if just by coincidence, if tomorrow morning's lineup isn't quite enough Zook for you, if you're like, you know what, I need a little bit more. I haven't got my full day's quota of Zook and jank just yet. Well, don't worry. All you got to do is tune in to the Anime Grindhouse, and it will definitely reach and probably exceed those quotas of Zook as we get into Luna Varga. Have you guys heard of Luna Varga? the demon hunting warrior. The demon hunting warrior, Luna Varga. And as you can see here, not only do we have that medieval fantasy style, late 80s, early 90s animation style, Kitty is there. Kitty, what are you doing?
Pardon me. Pontsu.
Yeah, Kitty is here. So, yeah, we've got demon hunting warrior Luna Varga. It's all about a waifu in a medieval fantasy land that to save her kingdom, she calls on the help of a demon dinosaur, which is basically just a big T-Rex. But whenever the T-Rex appears, she gets fused to his head and basically serves as his brain. So it's one of like the weirdest fucking transformations that you will ever see. Like I said, if you don't get enough Zook tomorrow morning, just tune into the Anime Grindhouse, because we got a waifu who summons a demon dinosaur and then becomes his brain, but on the outside of his head. She's fused to the top of his head. You can still see her, but she functions as his brain, which is why she has this dinosaur tail. If you can see it there. I love this picture because of Kitty. Look at, he's zooking out. Kitty's already like, yes, I love it. Book it. Get her in my stable.
No, man, he's just zooking out. He'll be okay.
He's just zooking out. Kitty is on the zook. Look at it. He's having the time of his life right there. Okay, he's having the time of his life. But yeah, we've got Luna Varga, and as you can see here, the demon dinosaur tail, and it looks like Kitty has actually been on the job here. So Kitty's a main character. You got this medieval waifu warrior princess character. You've got a demon dinosaur character. Need I say more? Like, need I say more? I don't want to spoil too much. So yeah, I think just the general premise. Okay, just the general premise. You can see the art style. I think that should be enough to sell you on it. Okay. I think that should be enough to sell you on it. So this will be over on Bacon Bits. Like I've been saying, we are back to the regular location of the Grindhouse over on Bacon Bits, midnight Eastern Standard Time. Okay, tomorrow night. And you're not going to want to miss this one. All right. It's a 4-episode OVA. We're doing all 4 episodes back to back to back. It's zooked out. It's a little bit janky. It's fucking awesome, though. It's got that classic animation style. It's got great music. And it's just going to be a good time. And I will say, for anybody who's wondering, well, what language is it going to be in? I don't know that this one ever got dubbed. I don't know that an English dub even exists for this one. And if it does, I was not able to find it. Everything that I found indicated it was never dubbed. So we're going to be watching this one in Japanese with English subtitles. So anybody that's one of those subtitle purists out there that's like, I won't watch it if it's dubbed. Well, then guess what? You get to watch this one because we're doing the Japanese with English subtitles. But luckily, it's not too brainy of a plot. I mean, the synopsis right there. Warrior princess teams up with a demon dinosaur and becomes its brain. I don't think it's going to be too heavy of a plot. So you won't get lost reading subtitles or anything like that. You won't get lost. You'll be able to keep up with the chat and riff on it all the same. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I know, like I said, I know that some people, they prefer that anyway. Master Godai in the chat. What's going on, man? He says all English dubs are not terrible. No, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
Dear God, Skeletor and the jailer firm is going to be worked rawer than a steak freshly cut from the cow. And Skeletor's going to end up full skeleton in the end.
Yeah, he's ready. He's ready to put in the overtime, man. Skeletor is ready to put in some overtime. Okay? It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, but to what Master Godai said, and thank you, by the way, thank you for the stealth check right there, Reverb 154. But as Master Godai said, yeah, not all English dubs are terrible. I'm right there with you. I used to be one of those subtitle purists that's like, oh no, it's never as good as the Japanese, the original dialogue. You got to watch it in the subtitles. And I used to reject anything, English dubbed. But then, much like with a lot of the other stuff, we've talked about this before when it comes to like certain movies and shows and stuff, that, yeah, when you're a little younger, especially in those teenage years when you think you're too cool for school, then yeah, it's like, oh, this stuff is cheesy. This stuff is corny. I don't want to watch it, whatever. But as you get older, you start to have appreciation for the cheese. You know, you start to appreciate the jank and the zook. And that's what I've come to appreciate from English dubs, is that they add a whole nother layer of charm to a lot of these old animes, because they are just completely unhinged, especially when you get those ones where you can tell that the voice actors didn't really, they were just like having fun. They didn't really care. They were just having fun. So it adds a whole nother layer of charm. So if there had been an English dub, at least one that I could find, but I don't think one exists for this one, then yeah, I would have played it, because I'm not against English dubs at all. But when they're not available and it's something that we got to check it out, even if there isn't an English dub and you're going to have to read the subtitles while you read the chat, I know that might be a little bit of a hassle, but I think it's worth it in this case because, like I said, Warrior Princess teams up with a demon dinosaur. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. I think that's all I need to say about it. Okay. It's insane. It's bonkers. It's unhinged. It's going to be awesome. So that'll be the Anime Grindhouse tomorrow night, midnight Eastern Standard Time, over on Bacon Bits. It's the second channel. If you guys haven't subbed over there, make sure you are. You can easily find it by going to the homepage of the main channel here, and you can see there's a section called the Orbital Station, and it'll show you the other channels. Bacon Bits is where we do the Anime Grindhouse. Sometimes we have movie nights on Fridays over there, and I used to play shows. I'm going to start bringing those back, but we went through all of the shows that we were allowed to use so quickly that now we're watching a lot of stuff in OBTV in the Discord. So, but we'll get some shows back there eventually, but at least the Grindhouse is there every week. So make sure you're subbed over there if you're not already. Plus, you can see the other channels on the station, like the Orbital Arcade and Radio Bacon, which I know I've been neglecting for quite a long time. I'm going to get some new music up over there. And we were bringing back the gaming streams. I took about a month off because work was just insane, but gaming streams are coming back on the arcade channel as well. All right. So that is our Anime Grindhouse. Now let's get into the nostalgia spotlight. Okay. Now it's time for, speaking of Zook, okay? Speaking of Zook, now it's time to get into the nostalgia spotlight. And I think that we're going to have fun with this one. If you guys, as soon as I mention what it is, you'll probably have some stuff come to your mind immediately. So if you guys have a particular clip that you want to send in during this segment, feel free to do so via Super Chat, and we will watch it after I play the clips that I have here. But the theme for the nostalgia spotlight this week is we're going to take a look at some PSAs. You guys remember the good old G.I. Joe PSAs, which I've noticed every time I play an episode of G.I. Joe, for whatever reason, I don't know why, they don't have the PSAs attached to the episodes anymore. You have to like find them separately and edit them in. Now, I did edit a PSA into the last time that we had G.I. Joe. I put it in there at the end because I had noticed several times before that the chat was like, where's the PSA? Why aren't we getting a public service announcement? So I'm like, okay, I got to start remembering to edit them in because they're just not included. They include them on She-Ra and He-Man, but they didn't include them in G.I. Joe. So I was thinking about that. I was like, we need to go back and look at some of these PSAs, public service. If you don't know what it is, it stands for public service announcement. And they would be at the end of episodes. And, you know, they're really corny. They're like, you know, you just gotta, if you think you're ugly, don't worry about it. Like somebody, there's somebody out there for you, you know, or like, I can't even think of any actual ones. All I can think of are ones like this right here. Pork chop sandwiches. You guys know pork chop sandwiches, right? So I don't even want to play any real PSAs. Instead, let's look at a few parodies. Even though the nostalgia spotlight is, the theme is technically PSAs, but none of these are real, okay? We're going to look at PSA parodies. And of course, a lot of them are going to be from G.I. Joe. Yeah, Sonic Says. I remember that. I remember the Sonic Says ones where he's like, don't let anybody touch you. That's no good. So Richard Hoover says, I make pork chop sandwiches regularly. Well, good. Let's see if you enjoy some of these others here. Let's check them out. Let's check them out.
Let one there's a penis pump.
That's no fair. You're not.
Holy cow! I'm totally going so fast. Oh fuck!
That kills me every time. He totally biffs it and slips on the ice. Just the way he's like, yeah, I'm going so fast. Ah, fuck. I gotta see it again. It's too good.
That's no fair. You're not.
Holy cow! I'm totally going so fast. Oh fuck!
Punk.
Oh my god, I don't know what to do. What do we do?
Hey, what the fuck are you kids doing on my fucking lawn? And don't look at me when I'm fucking talking to you.
Help
Get that
me,
kid off my
help.
ice, you little wankers. Alright, give him the stick. Don't give him the stick.
Don't give him the stick. I love that. I still quote that to this day. I think Tavern's Pull did it in like a super chat and I knew exactly what it was. He was like, don't give him the stick. And I'm like, hey, I understood that reference. I still use that, just like pork chop sandwiches. You know, every now and then, if something happens where you'd have like an exclamation, just a random like, holy shit, whatever. Every now and then I'll pork chop sandwiches. And yeah, this one is another favorite. Give him the stick. Don't give him the stick. I love how he instantly changes his mind.
Get that kid off my ice, you little wankers. Alright, give him the stick. Don't give him the stick.
Do you know my dad?
Oh, this just absolute gold. Pure gold. Chef's kiss. I fucking love these things. We're going to watch a couple more. Because these are just too good.
G.I. Joe.
Billy, you think I can have some more?
Yeah, we should totally
Damn.
hit it again, but I get first dibs on it.
To me come off, what's me nearly dead with laugh. I watch it people rush the door like a bash a chuck up. Fun time there, time for the bus ride. Sunshine there, a time for the bus ride. Sunshine there, a time for the bus ride. Fun time there, a time for the bus ride. No! G.I. Joe!
Now you listen to me, Aaron. You don't blow your money on the comic books, you understand?
Holy fuck.
And the nude mags, you're gonna be inherited mine when you're 16 anyway. Now look, the junk food and the candy just rots your teeth, gives you bad breath, and the girls run like hell. Stay the hell away from buying any rock TV shirts or hip-hop gear or anything like that. Arcade games, pick out one that
Oh, Reverb 154 with a based dono.
The reason for adding the PSAs were to extend the runtimes for the cartoon, due to the government demanding that the cartoons be made 25 minutes long, instead of 21 to 22 minutes. This is also why they made so many Jack Hanna Animals adventures.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. I figured it was they had to be educational or something. But thank you, Reverb 154. Hail, brother. Thank you for that bass dono right there. Let's go. All right, let's watch a couple more of these.
you can do, okay? One that you can do as opposed to a whole bunch of them that you don't know what the hell you're doing. Techno music just puts a hole in your brain. Are you listening to me? Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Huh?
Oh, hell. Get out of here. Oh, I don't want a pickle.
What the hell?
I just want to ride my motorcycle.
Man, I'm about to put the pressure button with the winner, man.
I don't want to die.
Dude, I have no idea what
I
you're
just
doing.
want to ride my motorcycle. Cool.
The pause. That pause is everything. I just want to ride my motorcycle. Cool. I fucking love it. Oh man, that's another one. There's another like random quote. I don't know. A lot of times I'll forget where these came from. I'll just catch myself saying like, I just want to ride my motorcycle. Like, where did that come from? And then I see this. I'm like, holy shit. These are like burned in my brain. All right, couple more.
Booga, booga, booga!
PSA, huh? This aged well, rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Let's go. Thank you, Michael Russum's got a PSA for us. All right. Well, let's check out. I got a couple more here, and then we'll see which one you sent in. Thank you, Michael Russum. My motorcycle.
The fat man speaks only the truth, as he knows it.
Thank you, Loki. Thorson's got one for us too. Let's go. Hell yeah. Cool.
G.I. Joe!
Oh, hell nah. What's up, dog?
Shit. What's up, dog? What's going on?
Hey, kid.
What?
I'm a computer.
This is one of my all-time favorites. Everybody knows like pork chop sandwiches and don't give them the stick, but this one is like right up there. It needs more attention. I'm a computer. Hey kid, I'm a computer.
Hey, kid.
What?
I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading.
Stop all the downloading. I'm a computer. I fucking love this one.
Hey, kid.
What?
I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading. Help computer.
I don't know much about computers other than the one we got in my house. My mom put a couple games on there and I played.
G.I. Joe!
I like how the dog just walks off. He's like, fuck this. Fucking weirdo. Stop all the downloading. The dog just walks away. What the fuck?
Booga, booga, booga!
Don't forget this.
Thank you, Ganjeezy Fashizi. Appreciate you, man.
Said you won't touch that button, bitch. Check it out.
Hey guys, it's funny, these people, they go to sleep. They think everything's fine, everything's good. They wake up the next day and they're on fire.
G.I.
Hey, everybody goes to sleep. They think they're fine. Everything's good. Next day, you wake up, you're on fire.
Hey guys, it's funny, these people, they go to sleep. They think everything's fine, everything's good. They wake up the next day and they're on fire.
G.I.
And that's your public service announcement. It's just, you think everything's fine, everything's good. Next day, you wake up, you're on fire. Better watch out. G.I. Joe, knowing's half the battle. Let's fucking go. So for anybody that's familiar with these, maybe some of you have never seen these before, but if you have, you know that they've been around probably before YouTube. I'm pretty sure these were uploaded to like Newgrounds or something. I don't even know. I'm pretty sure they predate YouTube, and it's people like dubbing over it. They're using like voice changers and stuff. It's like a couple of guys playing all the characters and just dubbing over it. And it's fucking hilarious. They're classic. We still quote them, a lot of us, because I know I'm not the only one. A lot of us still quote these to this day. So it was a lot of fun to go through. I just chose, basically, those are like my top 5. I think there's 20 something of them. You can find a full playlist on YouTube.
Who wants a body massage?
Let's go, Taverns Full. KO body massage. We'll get to that one. I remember that one too. Like I said, there's like 20 something of these, and there's a full playlist on YouTube if you want to watch through them all. But PSAs, they're making a comeback. So back in the day, you just had to edit it, do the voices, whatever, dub over it. But now with the use of AI, which normally I'd be like, oh man, I don't know. AI is kind of janky and not always in a good way. Sometimes AI can give us some good jank, but a lot of times not. But now I might be starting to change my tune on that. Might be starting to change my tune, because if we can use AI to make some new PSAs for these old shows, I'm all for it. Let's see a couple of examples right here.
He-Man, I need you to tell me something that makes me feel like a woman.
Okay. You can't parallel park.
He-Man, make me feel like a woman. And of course, if anybody knows, if anybody out there can speak J-Law, can speak waifunese, then you know it's just like we've talked about before when they say stuff like, there's a spider in the wife cage. That translates to, I want you to come here and kill the spider. So when a waifu says, tell me something that makes me feel like a woman, they want to hear like a compliment, something sweet. But no, He-Man is based. Look at him. He's a fucking Chad. He's like, yeah, you can't parallel park. I'm calling the J-Law firm right now. In fact, does that make you feel like a woman? I'm calling the J-Law firm.
He-Man, I need you to tell me something that makes me feel like a woman.
Okay. You can't parallel park.
Fucking based He-Man. And we also, through these PSAs, we also now find out, we already basically confirmed it. We already knew he was going after Sweet Bee pretty hard, even though Frosta was going after him pretty hard. But we already basically knew He-Man was a Baconeer. But if you had any doubt, here's a PSA to let you know that He-Man is indeed one of us.
And a genie gave me a free wish.
What are you going to wish for? No more fear? Skeletor redeemed?
I've made my choice.
He says it so matter of fact. He's like, I've made my choice. There was never any doubt. I knew as soon as the genie gave me that wish, I knew exactly what must be done. For the honor of Grayskull! For the honor of Grayskull! I'd have the yams!
And a genie gave me a free wish.
What are you going to wish for? No more fear? Skeletor redeemed?
I've made my choice.
The fucking noise. It's like a balloon. Somebody literally, the Foley artist for this, they were just blowing up a balloon. It fucking kills me. Holy shit, man. So yeah, He-Man, he's a Baconeer. Okay, he's definitely one of us. He's based. He's like, Tila, you want to feel like a woman? Well, hey, guess what? You can't parallel park. Hey, I got a genie gave me a wish. Oh, you gonna bring peace to Eternia? No, I've made my wish. I made my choice.
Robocop, we're going to need to have a long talk after this.
Thank you, Reverb 154. Let's go. All right, so those are the PSAs that I wanted to relive with you guys. A couple of them, obviously, those He-Man ones are newer using AI, but those G.I. Joe ones are classic. They are vintage at this point. And excellent stuff. Now, I think we got some that you guys have sent in, so let's check them out. Give me 1 second here to go to the page. I think we got a few to check out from you guys. All right, so our first one, I think here we go. From Loki Thorson, he says, the fat man speaks only the truth as he knows it. All right, let's see what you got.
Stupid, greedy savages.
Stewie, that's a terrible thing to say. This one particular tribe has lost their way, but most Native Americans are proud, hard-working people who are true to their spiritual heritage. They are certainly not savages.
Oh, that's funny, Mother. Just this morning you said they were lazy, like the dirty Mexicans.
Holy shit. Oh, man, that's so real. I mean, not... I mean, yeah, what she said. No, I mean, what I mean is, like, kids will do that. How many times has that happened? Or maybe that you've witnessed it happen, where a kid comes in like, but Mom, you said that they're smelly or whatever. Like, that is so real. Like, kids will just come in, something that you thought was said in confidence or whatever, and they'll just blurt it out. Holy shit. Fucking hilarious.
Just kidding. The Mexicans are a clean and industrious people with a rich cultural heritage.
Yeah, not like those dumb gargantuan Swedes. Actually, the Swedish people run the gamut from very short to tall. And did you know that Sweden gave us the brilliant inventor Alfred Nobel?
Yeah, which is more than we ever got from those freeloading Canadians.
Oh, the Canadians. Oh, no. Don't even get me started. No, I love the Canadians. Shout out to my Canadian Baconeers.
Canada sucks.
Oh, Peter, if you only knew how bad things really were. Canada sucks. Oh man, if you only knew. That's it. That's the end. Holy shit. Thank you, Loki Thorson, man. That was a good one.
All hail the Baroness!
Lady J-Law moment.
Uh-oh. Thank you, Taverns Pull. Some more J-Law for us. Let's go. All right. Next one up is from Michael Russum. He says, PSA, huh? Well, this one aged well. Oh man. A lot of these have. It's kind of crazy.
Hi.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I swear, if he says something like, if a stranger hands you a drink and you don't know what's in it, don't drink it. It's over. It's all over.
Have you ever considered going into teaching? The more you know about teaching, the more you'll know it's a challenging, rewarding, important profession. You help kids learn to read, to love science, to have self-respect. And you could become the person they'll remember all their lives. Little tiny people would admire you, and you'd get many, many pencils. And this time, you get the big desk.
That one was real. That wasn't even a parody. That one was real. But yeah, holy shit. Aged like milk. Run, kid, run. That's right, Contador. Shifty Shell Scott says, shit, I'm feeling kind of fuzzy and tired all of a sudden. Wonder what happened. Oh my gosh. Oh man. These are so good. These are so good. Thank you, Michael Russum. Excellent choice there, sir. Let's see. Ganjeezy's got one for us. He says, don't forget this classic. All right. Which one do you have for us?
It's yours?
No,
My mother said she found it in your closet.
I don't know. One of the guys must
have what?
Super Mario is very disappointed in you. Listen, son. As Super Mario, your dad, I'm a very disappointed. Why you on the Zooka? Why you doing the Zook? Oh no! I found the weed under your bed. Oh no!
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not.
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents.
I remember this. Holy shit, I remember this one.
Can't have a Cosby clip without Cosby Bebop.
Oh boy, thank you, Chester Stevens. Appreciate you, man. I remember this. I remember seeing this like on TV, like when it aired. The whole like, I learned it from watching you. I never made the connection that he looks a lot like Mario, but this guy totally does, which implies that Mario's on the Zook. Oh no! I thought that the flower, it made me spit the fireball.
Like that? Hadouken.
Thank you, Retro Ryu. He's got another one for us. Let's go. But yeah, you know, I take the flower. It normally make me spit a fireball. But I found out that if you roll it up into a doobie, well, it does something else altogether. Yeah, he ate the mushrooms. That's true. That's true. Mario was eating the mushrooms. You know, I'm not so much into the weed as much as the mushroom. It's a good. He learned it from watching you, Super Mario Dad. Oh, no. Wah! Oh, man. What a classic. That is a classic. Yes. Ganjizi Vajizi. That one is a classic. Thank you. All right. Tavern's Pool is up next. He says, who wants a body massage? Body massage. Let's go.
Oh, man, check out that thing, man.
What do you want to do with it?
Let's launch over it.
Who wants a body massage?
What did he just say to us?
Hello, Mr. Body Massage Machine. Go.
What the hell?
Body massage.
Body massage. Yeah, I saw like one or two people, like Steve's, he was like, me, I'll take it. You might want to hold out until you actually see the clip. I don't think you want one. In fact, you should probably run. You should probably run. Okay.
Booga, booga, booga!
Body massage.
The localized dick dub of Sailor Moon in the 1990s had their own shoehorned in public service announcements called Sailor Says.
That's
Rare
right.
for a Japanese anime to have a PSA.
Oh shit, that's right. They did. The Deke dub of Sailor Moon. Yeah, they did Sailor Says. And they were pretty janky. I actually acquired all of the it was Deke and then what was it, like Cloverfield or something that took over, but they used the same cast and like the same names and stuff because they didn't use the Japanese names. They like made up their own names. And I acquired all of those just so that we can go through and watch the jankiest of episodes. Luckily, I don't have to sift through it myself. T-Bone Tony, the bard, T-Bone, he's like a Sailor Moon expert, and he sent me a list. He's like, here's some of the most zooked out episodes, like the one where Serena gets drunk on juice, which obviously it wasn't juice in the original, but Deke had to make sure it was safe for kids and they wouldn't see Sailor Moon getting plastered, getting wasted, white girl wasted. So yeah, we're gonna watch some of those in OVTV. But thank you, Tavern's Poll, for sending in the PSA about how you should respond if you see a black guy trying to offer you a body massage. Okay, Reverb 154 is up next. He says, Robocop. We're going to need to have a long talk after this. Uh-oh. Not Robocop. Not Robo Chad, the Alpha Commando.
Booga, booga, booga!
For some reason,
you know. But why was that guy hiding in the boys' bathroom?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, Loki Thorson. Thank you. All right, let's check this one out. There we go. He-Man PSA. We don't even know what qualifies as a PSA anymore, but here you go.
Skeletor has sent me a note. It says it is time for me to show off my
Whoa,
Shame
buddy.
on you, citizen. You should be earning the company money, not watching this.
For some reason, Skeletor has sent me a note. It says it is time for me to show off my
Skeletor is a baconeer, okay? We already established that He-Man is a baconeer, but apparently Skeletor is too. He's like, listen, She-Ra, do as the note says. The note commands. You must obey this random note. She doesn't even resist. She's like, okay, well, shit, the note says. The note, I mean, it's fucking Skeletor. Like, I thought he was an enemy, a villain, but even if it's from Skeletor, got to do what the note says. But then Robocop, and see, this is why, because you guys might recognize that is the 80s cartoon Robocop, okay? So this is why Alpha Commando Robocop is superior. If you weren't convinced earlier when I played that clip and talked about all the wacky gadgets he has and stuff, then this should really get it in there as far as who the true based Robocop is. 80s Robocop is like, She-Ra, what are you doing? Don't do it. So won't somebody think of the viewers? It's like that's why Alpha Commando is better. Okay, because the mad scientist waifu was like, don't you want to be able to check some cheeks again? He's like, okay, sign me up. He wouldn't have stopped this. Oh man, thank you, Reverb 154. Yeah, you know, I'm really starting to rethink AI. Maybe it's not so bad.
Raw calcium cannons.
She elongated E raw. Let's go. That was crazy. I thought Kitty was gonna start roboting, but he was like, it was almost like a hiccup or something. He's like E. Thank you, Wolverine. The E elongated E for she EEEEE's calcium cannons. You guys are insane. Oh man, love it. You guys are the best. All right. That was Reverb 154.
I would so be
caught. Gonjeezy's got another one for us. Man, I was not expecting this many clips to come in. This is awesome. Let's go. I'm glad I did a shorter Saturday morning preview so we would have time, because I kind of figured, I was like, I'm gonna want to play a good handful of these PSA parodies, so I wanted to leave extra time. Glad I did, because we got a lot. This is awesome. All right, Reverb 154 sent that one with She-Ra and Robocop. The next one is from Tavern's Pool. He's got another one for us. He says, a Lady J Law moment. I never even thought to make that joke, Lady J Law. Why haven't, I mean, I guess it's because she's our wrangle queen. So usually when I'm talking about Lady J, we're talking about wrangling. But yeah, Lady J Law. Why have we not made that joke before? Better late than never. Thank you, Tavern's Pool. Let's check out the clip you sent.
It's
oh
just
no.
easy to your steps. Just flip it, stick it, and see you later. Bye.
I don't think I can do that.
You better bring it. What's up with you?
Hey kids, did you happen to see a pink, I want to say vinyl purse around here somewhere? Just dying to get my cigarettes.
What are you talking about? Ain't nobody seen no...
Damn.
What?
Whoa, dude, he was zooking out. He was zooking out in real time.
No, man, he's just zooking out. He'll be okay.
Trying to scare her away. She's just looking for her purse. I wonder why she decided to ask these youngsters here, these youth, as the news report would say. 2 youth stole a pink purse containing Lady J's cigarettes. I wonder why. That wasn't as much of a Lady J Law moment. Kind of more like Lady Based. I was a little nervous though when this first popped up, because I've seen a different version of this PSA, like parody, like a different parody of it that is probably not friendly to YouTube. You know, it's probably not safe for YouTube. You know, it's one of those, maybe we'll have to share that one in the Discord, because it's a little too based, if you know what I mean. So I was like, uh-oh. I don't even think it can be uploaded to YouTube, so that's probably why. Or maybe Tavern's Pool hasn't seen it. I don't know. But yeah, there's some other versions of these PSA parodies out there. They get pretty wild. But thank you, Tavern's Pool, for that one. Lady J Law, let's go. Tavern's Pool says, I couldn't find that version, otherwise I would have sent it in. So you know the one I'm talking about. I have it like saved because for that very reason, because I'm like, this is getting deleted. You know, like when I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is getting taken down. Better go ahead and save it. Better go ahead and download it. Stop all the downloading. I'm a computer. Better stop all the downloading. No, yeah, but I made sure to do that before it was taken down. All right. Thank you, Tavern's Pool, for that one. Duo Maxwell is up next. He says, even the localized deep dub.
This was a Saturday morning staple.
Thank you, Rex Rude, for the 10 big Bison Bucks and another clip for us. Let's go, man. We got a bunch of these. This is great. Hell yeah. This is like one of the best nostalgia spotlights ever. All right. Oh, shit.
She's about to get robbed, or deaded, probably both.
They were trying to freak her out with the Zook faces there. Thank you, Copies and Odd People. Yeah, see, you're seeing what I mean there. Got a little crazy in some of the other versions I've seen. All right, so the localized Deke dub of Sailor Moon had Sailor Says. So let's check out this clip from Duo Maxwell.
Starving yourself and exercising till you drop is not a smart way to lose weight. Like a car without gas, our bodies can't run without food. Good nutritional food. If you think you need to lose weight...
Holy shit! Her imagining herself as fat! She's fat in her imagination. Holy shit, look at it though. She has like no torso. She's just legs and tits. Sailor 2 Moons. Oh shit, it's Sailor 2 Moons. Holy fuck. That's insane. You see why I want to watch the Deke dub of some of these episodes? You see why now? It's fucking mental.
Lose weight. Talk to someone who really knows, like a doctor. It could save your life. And please remember, real beauty really does come from inside.
That's just something ugly people say. See, like, Luna's not buying that shit. Luna's like, look at her face right here. The fuck you talking about? Beauty comes from inside. That's just something ugly people say. You're full of shit. You're full. And then it cuts to a oh shit. It cuts to a clip of her eating. You know, like right now she's just putting away the donuts. Now she's just putting them away. Scarf more of those donuts there. Yeah, beauty comes from inside. Yeah, just go ahead and eat all the donuts you want. Holy shit, man. Kind of a mixed message in this one. Thank you, Duo Maxwell. All right, Retro Ryu is up next. Says just like that. Just like that. I don't know what, but let's see.
I'm Captain Lou Albano talking to you about drugs. Kids, don't be afraid to say no. Anyone that asks you to use drugs is not your friend.
But I learned from watching you. Dude, he almost looks like the dad in that commercial. Like he's got longer hair, but it's like the same mustache and everything. It really was Mario in that commercial. Like, I learned it from watching you, Dad. I learned it from watching you, Mario.
Drugs. Kids, don't be afraid to say no. Anyone that asks you to use drugs is not your friend. Drugs can and will kill. Remember, don't be afraid to turn to your priest, your rabbi, your minister, your moms, your dads, your teachers, because drugs can kill. And if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die.
That's the best line. That's the best line from like any PSA ever. Like best ever. If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. And then that little nod, he's like, yeah, you know, think about it. Really digest what I just said there.
You go to hell before you die.
You go to hell before you die. That fucking nod, like he knows. He's like, man, that was profound. That was so profound. Holy shit, man. Classic Lou Albano. Thank you, Retro Ryu, for that one. Chester Stevens is up next. Says can't have a Cosby clip without Cosby Bebop, which I don't know right off the top of my head what that is a reference to. Oh no.
Come on, little fella, you like a jump rope, don't you? You see, zip, zop, zooba da bop, funky man. Funky man. Funky man. With their hippin' and the hoppin' and the bippin' and the boppin', they don't know what the jail's all about. All right, here I go.
so ridiculous. That's so fucking ridiculous. Not really a PSA, but I get what you mean now. The Cosby Bebop should have just assumed. Oh man, thank you, Chester Stevens. Loki Thorson is up next. He says, "The more you know," but why was that guy hiding in the boys' bathroom? Now these are starting to get scary. These are starting to get scary.
It's just vodka. Jake swiped it from his dad's liquor cabinet.
Yeah, see? It's good.
Well, okay, maybe just one sip.
Christopher Griffin, is that alcohol? Mister, you're in serious trouble.
He's absolutely right, kids, because when you drink, nobody wins. In fact, last year alone, there were over 27,000 deaths from chronic liver disease as a result of alcohol abuse.
Now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
It's just...
I haven't seen that one before. I have not seen that clip before. Not bad, not bad. That was like a legit PSA though. Like, I know they were making a joke, like a reference, like Family Guy humor all is. Hey, let's reference the G.I. Joe PSA. But that was like an actual one though. That was like, yeah, don't get hooked on the booze. It'll give you liver disease. Like that's good advice. Yeah.
Booga, booga, booga!
The best PSA was the cartoon All Stars to the Rescue. Remember that one?
Yes, I do remember that one, Soul Edge, where like Bugs Bunny and the Muppet Babies and Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles all teamed up to tell that guy to stop smoking weed and doing crack cocaine. I remember that. And like Michelangelo, of all the turtles, because they only got one turtle for whatever reason. They had like a couple of Looney Tunes. I think Bugs and Daffy were both there. They had a couple of the Muppet Babies. There were some other cartoon characters in there, but they could only get one turtle, and they get the one that sounds most like he would be a stoner. He's like, "Whoa, dude, don't be harshing all the ganja, man. You're gonna harsh my buzz, bro." Like, yeah, they got Michelangelo, the most stoner turtle, to do the PSA. It's kind of ridiculous, but it was funny though. I do remember that one, and I think they had a song in that. It was like, "There's a million zillion wonderful ways to say no." Yeah, they had like a song in that one. Oh man, good times, good times. All right, let's see. I think we've got just a couple more here. Just like one. I think just one left actually, because that last one was Loki Thorson. And okay, no, there's two left. All right, so Ganjeezy Fajeezy says, "I would so be caught. I would so be caught." Let's see what's gonna get Ganjeezy here. There no audio? Oh wait, sorry, it was muted. Clearly I never use Facebook.
You've already been told about strangers dressing up in uniforms, but there are other traps you need to know about.
Hi, I'm just playing with my daughter's video game, but the batteries seem to be dead. I have some in my car. Why don't you come over and help me put them in?
We're cooked. Oh shit, we're cooked. It's over. It's so over. Every single one of us. It's a good thing this is complete fantasy and nothing like that ever happens. Yeah, we'd all be cooked.
Hi, I'm just playing with my daughter's video game, but the batteries seem to be dead. I have some in my car. Why don't you come over and help me put them in? There goes my hero.
You've already been told about strangers dressing up in uniforms.
Wait a minute. The way he like dove in through the window. Holy shit.
I'm just playing with my daughter's video game, but the batteries seem to be dead. I have some in my car. Why don't you come over and help me put them in? There goes my
hero. Yeah, rip, R.I.P. It's over. We all would have fallen for that one. We're all cooked. Holy shit. The way he launched into the side of that window. Oh man, that was good form. That was good form. All right. One more here from Rex Rude. It says, "This was a Saturday morning staple." All right, let's see what you got. Oh shit. Did the link not come? Okay, no, wait, the link's right there. My bad. My bad. All right, let's get it pulled up on screen. Here we go. Oh yeah, this one's a bop right here. Hell yeah. No, this one's actually like, this is a good one. This is a really good one. The only drug PSA song that outdoes this one is the drugs, drugs, drugs. Some are good, some are bad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mom or ask your dad. That's the only one that beats this. This one is a class. I've actually put this one in a couple of Saturday morning lineups before. This one has appeared in a couple of Saturday morning lineups. It's very catchy. Be an original. Let's go. Tavern's Pool says, great. Now that song is going to be in my head all night. Which one? This one or the drugs, drugs, drugs? Some are good, some are bad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Is that a PSA for the drugs or against them? I don't know. Is that the one that's going to be stuck in your head? Yeah. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Holy shit. We might need to find that one real quick. I don't know. Maybe we've had enough of the PSAs. Enough PSAs for one night. Oh man. Thank you, RexRude99. Absolute classic right there. A true classic. So good. So good. All right. Yeah, that's it for the clips tonight. So that's our nostalgia spotlight on PSAs. Most of them were parodies, but a couple of genuine ones in there. And then that one about the Game Boy mom with the batteries. Yeah, we're cooked. We're done. It's over for all the bacon ears, if that ever happened. So yeah, good times, good times. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this week's nostalgia spotlight. Okay. For channel surfing coming up, speaking of nostalgia, we take a deep dive and catch a wave of nostalgia every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And just like with the nostalgia spotlight, we do a different theme every week. So what we're doing for this coming Wednesday on Channel Surfing, it's a little bit of a sequel theme, a little bit of a repeat, a rerun, if you will. And we've done those before when there's a theme that's just so much fun. You can't cram it all into one 5-hour stream, which is crazy that that's becoming the new average. I remember when Channel Surfing was like 3, maybe 3.5 hours. Then it started becoming 4 hours on a regular basis. Well, now 5 hours, like the past several weeks, 5 hours have become the new norm. In fact, we set a record with a 6-hour stream on the heavy metal one. But sometimes 5 to 6 hours just isn't enough. You know, we got more for that particular theme, whatever it was that week. Sometimes 5 hours just isn't enough. And we've got more nostalgia that we need to cover. And so we do a rerun, we do a sequel to that theme. And so that's what we're doing this week. And the reason why I knew that it needed a sequel is because it was actually suggested. Daryl Walick in our Discord server in OBTV, he suggested this theme. And I thought to myself, I'm pretty sure we've done that one before. Like, it's a really good idea, but I think we've done it. And so I looked back through all of our channel surfing and found that lo and behold, yes, we have done this theme before, but it was like 9 or 10 months ago, almost a year ago, almost a full year ago. So I was like, okay, maybe he missed it the first time, or it's just been a long enough time that we're kind of forgot about it, but it was a really good one. I do remember having a lot of fun. And it was a great suggestion from Daryl Walick. So let's do a rerun. Let's do a sequel. And as you can see, Tess here rocking her neckerchief. That means that we're going to do vehicles, cars, famous, trucks, cars, spaceships, boats, planes, whatever it is. It's a vehicle themed channel surfing. So like I said, we have done this once before, but it was almost a year ago. And a lot of these, it's too much for one and done. We got to get more. And so I already know, because I looked back at that one from about 9 or 10 months ago and I was like, yeah, we didn't even cover all of the iconic vehicles from our favorite nostalgic shows and movies and things like that. So, Airwolf with the helicopter. Of course, you got Mask with the cars that can transform and some of them can fly. Tess right here representing pole position. There's a couple of great cars. I mean, shit, the Autobots. You got the Autobots. They all turn into iconic vehicles. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of them out there. We only covered a small percentage in the original channel surfing that we did on this topic. So we're bringing it back. We're doing a sequel. We're doing a rerun. Yeah, Knight Rider. There's so many good ones. Delta Force with Chuck Norris. Man, yeah, there's a lot of good ones, okay? And this is just the first stuff that's coming to mind. You guys always, you never fail to impress me. You always find some deep cuts that I had either completely forgotten about or might be just new to me that I've never seen before. Yeah, the Highwayman, Chi-Chi Boy, the Highwayman. That was, I think that was brought up on the last one, and I had never seen that one before, and it's like awesome. It's awesome. So yeah, start your brains working, rev those engines, okay? Rev those engines and get your brains working and thinking about what vehicles, iconic vehicles. It could be shows, movies, video games. There's a whole lot to choose from. Yeah, the A-Team, they had their van. Yeah, there's a whole lot to choose from. So get your clips ready for this coming Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, because we're going to roll out with iconic vehicles from past nostalgic shows and movies and video games. See, I got to remember, there's good vehicles from games too. So looking forward to that. So that will be our channel surfing theme for this Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Retro Ryu says, I've already got a few in mind. Hell yeah. Yeah, the Batmobile. Man, there's so many good ones. Like G.I. Joe has a bunch of vehicles. It's like, I'm already getting hyped for it. Okay. Speaking of hype, it's time for everybody's favorite segment of the week, the Waifu Roundup. So I told you at the start of the show, make sure those Wrangle devices are tuned up in tip-top condition, because we got some waifus here that you're definitely going to want to wrangle. You're definitely going to want them in your stable. So not only do you need to keep those Wrangle devices tuned up, but you also want to keep some room, maybe build an extension onto your waifu stable so you can get them in there, because we got some waifus to wrangle tonight, man. Some really good stuff from Master Krakken, as well as a few submissions from Otacat as well, and I think you guys are going to love them. So let's head to the front of the ship, to the bow, and check on the perpetual waifu machine and see how many meters we've stacked, because the waifus go whack for the stack. So let's see how many we stacked up here and how many waifus we're wrangling tonight. Hit the music, let's go. We're off to a good start. It's moving at a good pace. We got one moving at a good pace. Let's go. There's two. It's still going. I think, are we going to hit that third one? Yeah, we hit that third one. Let's go. In fact, we are in sliver country at the bottom of the 4th meter there, but we got 3 waifus to wrangle. Maybe we can fill up the rest of that meter and get a 4th one. You never know. Stand up, be counted. Can we hit it? Let's go. All right, let's see the 3 waifus that we have wrangled so far tonight. This first one is a pretty easy guess. All right, maybe you might think immediately when you see the outline, oh, well, it's gonna be Swan, it's gonna be June. But notice the bunny ears and think back to last week when I said that there was a particular anime waifu who enjoys cosplaying, and I told you we're going to see her cosplaying a bunch of other characters too. Okay, we're going to see. So the bunny ears should give it away of who the actual waifu is. Now, who she's dressed as, that's easy. That's an easy one. But do you guys remember? Do you remember from last week? Who is our anime waifu that loves to cosplay? And I told you she's going to be coming back cosplaying as other Saturday morning and anime waifus. There you guys go. You got it. That's right. It's Komugi dressed as a Princess June. Is she a princess? I don't know. I'm just giving her that title anyway. But as June the Swan from Gatchaman or Battle of the Planets or G-Force, whatever, depending on when you saw this show. It really depends. Did you get it imported from Japan? Then you probably know it as Gatchaman. Did you watch it on Cartoon Network at like 2 a.m? Then you probably know it as G-Force or maybe Battle of the Planets. It just depends on when you saw it. But yeah, we've got Komugi as June the Swan, and she's throwing away the pants. She says, you know what, kitty? I'm giving you the day off, all right? You can just take the day off. I did your job for you.
Pardon me. Pontsu.
They're going flying. Yeah, I think he's going to need a zoomerang to catch those midair and bring him back to him. Kitty needs to brush up on his zoomerang skills, you know? He's an expert pantsu wrangler. I mean, that's his job. But this one, it kind of throws him a little bit of a curveball as she just tosses them into the wind. So Kitty's going to need to brush up on those zoomerang skills so he can wrangle them up and just bring them right back. But there you go, as well as the
tiny miniskirt.
Tiny miniskirt, Orbital Station, dress code approved. Tiny miniskirt, Komugi as June the Swan. That is your first waifu. Yeah, bye-bye pantsu from your first waifu. Let's go. All right, next up, we've got one here from Odacat. Now, since Komugi is dressed as an anime waifu as opposed to a Saturday morning waifu, I thought, you know, let's get some other anime waifus in here, even if they haven't appeared on the Anime Grindhouse for whatever reason, which I believe these in particular are due to copyright. We wouldn't be able to put these on the Grindhouse, but they are still waifus that you guys, most of you anyway, I'm sure are familiar with, and they definitely deserve some love. You know, sometimes we like to think a little outside the bun, just like Taco Bell taught us back in the day. Think outside the bun. And we need some pinups. These waifus need attention, even if they haven't been featured on Saturday morning cartoons or Anime Grindhouse. So let's see if you're able to guess this one. Holy shit, you guys are good. Whoa, buddy. I just glance over to the chat and everybody's like Saris from Hellsing, Police Girl, Saris Victoria. It's Draculina Saris. You guys are fucking good. I was not expecting that. I thought I'm probably going to have to give him a hint or something. But holy shit, you guys already know. That's right. Saris Victoria. You guys even got it spot on that it's Draculina Saris Victoria. Might be a little bit of a spoiler, but unfortunately, we can't do Hellsing on the Anime Grindhouse. Although we are going to end up watching it in OBTV. I did acquire the full Ultimate series on Blu-ray, and I'm going to be streaming that in OBTV very soon. So to get you, you know, kind of hyped for it, as well as she's just a top waifu that deserves some attention. So we've got Saris Victoria here, courtesy of Odacat, in a modified version of her civilian outfit. She actually wears an outfit like this. I don't think it was in Ultimate. I think it was in the TV anime series for Hellsing. But she does wear an outfit like this. Of course, much like what happens often happens whenever the waifus get the pinup treatment, their outfits shrink in the wash. I'm blaming Kitty. I think he's doing it on purpose, but nobody's going to stop him. In fact, that's a, you know, good Kitty. You know what? You did good. You did good, Kitty. All right. So we've got the outfit shrunk in the wash here of Saris Victoria in her civilian outfit, Draculina mode. You can tell by the red eye there and the hair over the other eye. So yeah, classic. Definitely a top tier waifu that deserved some love. So we got it for her. And this was also a Stream Boss request. I believe Deharka88 had requested this particular waifu. So I'm trying to shout those out a little bit more. In the past, I don't ever mention which ones are the Stream Boss requests, but I figure let's go ahead and mention them so that way you guys know. And it sort of gives you that incentive. Like, because I always say, hey, you get to choose a waifu. They'll be revealed on a future Center stuff. And then if you never hear about it again, it's like, well, do they really? You know, is this a myth? Do they really? No, they really do. We've seen a lot of stream boss requests in the past. I just never mention it. So I'm going to start doing that because I want to give credit to the stream boss that requested it, because you guys come up with some really good ideas. This being one of them. You know, Saris Victoria definitely needs some attention in the civilian outfit. That was specifically requested by Daharka88 that she be in this outfit. So it's like, hey, you guys come up with some good ideas. It's just like on channel surfing. You guys come up with some really good clips to send in. So we want to give credit to the stream bosses as well. There he is. He's in chat. Oh, Daharka88. I'm glad. Oh, no, wait. That's Daryl Waylick. Why did I misread that? I just saw the D and I'm like, oh, is that? No, it's Daryl Waylick. But, whoa, Buddy Taverns Bull. Holy shit. Whoa, Buddy Taverns Bull, the massive dono. Get those guitars up. We're going to be rocking out. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. We are rocking the fuck out right now. She's grinding on the chat. Jason Long, Wolverine, Michael Russell, Hunter Batista, Neo 007. All getting some love there. Taverns Bull, let's go. Everybody's getting some love. We're getting the pizza rolls raining because it's a fucking party now. Hell yeah. Holy shit. Soul Edge. Let's fucking go. Whoa, she almost went overboard. Stay on the boat there. Stay on the boat there, waifu.
Oh, what the hell? I got paid today. We need one more waifu. Let's fucking Garo.
Let's fucking Garo. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Tavern Pull, for that massive dono right there. Not only was that insanely generous, but it also put you in stream boss with a mighty 143 hit points on the health bar. We definitely need a hail Taverns Pull right there. Thank you so much for the generosity, brother. Pizza rolls are raining for you. Let's get the waifu dangling, okay? Normally she's swanging, but right now she's wrangled and dangled. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate. Massive dono right there. You are awesome. Okay, well, yeah, that did indeed fill up another meter and then some. Got a little bit over there. Let's go. So we've got a fourth waifu inbound, and we're only on number 2. This is just waifu number 2. So we got 2 more to go, and I think you guys are going to enjoy these as well. We've got some more anime waifus that needed the pinup treatment. This one, if you can see there in the silhouette, is a knife-eared waifu. I know a lot of bacon ears enjoy the knife ears. Beer drinking dwarf, I'm looking at you. Let's see if you can guess which one in particular, which knife-eared waifu in particular is this though, because it's not the normal shape of ears. You know, they're not as like perky. Just the ears though. Everything else is. I can tell you that. It's an elf girl. That's right. Deedlit, not a bad guess. It's not Deedlit though. It's I see a lot of people. Wow, a lot of people guessing Deedlit. A lot of people saying it's the elf waifu from Record of Lodos War. Not a bad guess. And I'll just give you a little bit of a spoiler that it may not be Deedlit, but there are some waifus from Record of Lodos War inbound. Okay, we do have some on the way. They're just still being worked on. Master Godai says Pyrotess or Deedlit. See there, yeah, you're getting there. It's not either of those, but they're on the way. Okay, Pyrotess, Arshis Nay. Yeah, we've got some knife-eared waifus on the way. But think back, this is an anime that we have watched, not on the Grindhouse, but in OBTV. This one was a little too spicy for YouTube. I don't even know what the copyright status is, like what the, you know, even if they said, yeah, go ahead, you can use it, we'll just take the ad revenue. I think YouTube would say, I don't care what the copyright holder said. It's a little much. So we had to watch this one in OBTV. Do you guys remember? Think back. There you go. Ricardo Vasquez remembers the anime. Do you remember the waifu? Yeah, Master Godai, the one from Queensblade. The knife-ear waifu from Queensblade. There you go. Those Who Hunt Elves, not bad. We actually have been watching that one again. We did like a little rewatch of the first few episodes on a recent Grindhouse. It's not Noah.
I'm doing my part.
Robert Benson with a KO, K's out. Let's go as he's doing his part. Would you like to know more? Thank you, Robert Benson, man. Appreciate that. You guys have been so generous tonight. Really appreciate it. All right. Well, it's okay if you don't remember her name. You know it's the elf waifu from Queensblade. We are talking right here. There you go. In her leaf bikini, Elaine. Her name was Elaine. There you go. Yeah, Master Godai. I figured you would know once you saw her. But we've got Elaine from Queensblade, the knife-eared elf waifu in her leaf bikini. And if you saw the show, you know she is like the master of the leaf bikini. Okay, we've seen other waifus rocking the leaf bikini before, but she takes it to a whole new level. And I'm talking like in the show. It's canon. Okay, it's canon that she takes leaf bikinis to a whole new level. So we had to get her rocking the leaf bikini. It's starting to warm up outside. In fact, I've been cranking up the AC. I thought we might have a few more weeks of cool weather, you know, the end of winter, getting into spring. But no, it was one weekend. We had snow and ice. The next weekend, it was like 70 degrees. And that was like a couple weeks ago. Now it's like almost 80. It was almost 80 today. So I'm like cranking up the AC. I'm like, okay, if we're getting into the warm weather, it's bikini season, like for real. I know on the Orbital station, bikini season is 365 days of the year, but I'm talking in IRL, it's bikini season or getting there. So let's go ahead and get the leaf bikinis out here with our knife-eared waifu, Elaine from Queensblade. Awesome. So that is waifu number 3, courtesy of Odacat. Cheers, toasting the bacon ears. Cheers to the bacon ears with the A&W root beer right there. Let's go. All right. And last but certainly not least, unless we fill up the rest of that meter, let me check where we are, in fact, real quick before we unveil this last waifu. We are about a quarter of the way. We're about a quarter of the way there. Yep, refresh it. There it is, updated. About a quarter of the way to waifu number 5, which is another 2-for-1. Just letting you guys know, another 2-for-1. Okay. So let's see. Oh shit! Again, just like Saris. Holy shit, man! I thought that these were gonna be tough. I mean, it was like a little bit, only barely. You guys pretty much knew who it was with the elf waifu, but Saris, you knew like instantly before I even asked.
That's more
holy
like
shit!
I'm all hot and bothered. So exciting.
Let's hit it.
Let's go, Ron McChaos. When I said, can we hit it? He said, well, here, I'll just get Bayonet all hot and bothered. And yes, we can. Let's go. Thank you, Ron McChaos. Massive dono right there. Really appreciate that. Okay, well, it looks like waifu number 5 is secure. And it's waifus number 5 because you're getting another 2-for-1. But before we get to that, let's unveil waifu number 4, who I didn't even have to ask. You guys are really good. Yes, that is correct. It is Lucy Heart Failure, or however you say her name, Heart Failure. Lucy Heart Failure from Fairy Tail. Also rocking the leaf bikini. Like I said, if it's warming up, if I'm having to crank up the AC already, then we're bringing out the leaf bikinis for the waifus. And this is another Stream Boss request. This one was from T-Bone the Bard, because he loves getting mesmerized under her yams. You know how he always puts the lyrics? And he's done it a few times where he puts the lyrics about being mesmerized under her yams. And that's probably his favorite pop-up. He sends it in a lot, which is awesome because it's the $40 dono. So it's like, holy shit, man, so generous to give us that mesmerizing dance from Lucy. So he requested that she be in a leaf bikini. And so Elaine, showing her how it's done, gives her the leaf bikini treatment here. Also courtesy of Odacat, we've got Lucy doing her mesmerizing dance in it's a shame that it's not in a leaf bikini. I mean, it's still a nice outfit, the one that she does the dance in, but it's like, man, let's see if we can get one in the leaf bikini. So courtesy of Odacat, another Stream Boss request, and it fits in perfectly. We got Komugi dressed as June the Swan. We got Saris Victoria from Hellsing, Elaine from Queensblade, and Lucy. I'm not even, I always say her last name is Heart Failure from Fairy Tail. And yeah, some anime waifus. Some anime waifus. There you go. All right, now, waifu number 5. Thank you guys. We did, just to make it official, we did exactly fill up that meter, a 5th meter right there. So waifu number 5 is actually another 2-for-1, very similar to last week. If you guys remember last week, the 2-for-1 was Komugi with Koyori, her the blue-haired, what was it? Blue-haired raccoon girl or whatever. You guys gave her some nickname. It was pretty funny. And they were both doing a Hannah Dundee cosplay. However, Koyori couldn't really fit into hers. Komugi fit sorta, but maybe not so much up top, because Hannah Dundee herself is pretty stacked and packed, and Koyori is just that, maybe more, because her costume was like, whoa, buddy. So we've got another cosplay duo here, and look at Kitty. Notice, remember how last time Kitty had made his decision? He had bias. Kitty was biased. He was looking up. He was mesmerized under her yams. So Kitty has made his decision once again. Look at the direction he's facing as he gives that thumbs up. So it looks like we're going to get another. Now, I see a lot of people saying Kei and Yuri. Kei and Yuri. No, it's not Kei and Yuri. Once again, it is Komugi, but instead of Koyori, it's that other waifu that I don't remember her name. I will admit, as much as I love Komugi, and Krakken didn't remember her name either, because he like titled the image. Normally he titles the image the name of the waifu, but he gave it like some joke title because like he didn't remember either. She only appears in like the last episode. So apologies, I don't remember her name, but she was it was kind of like a joke as to how well endowed, the huge tracts of land, right? So she is meant to be dressed as Baroness. However, much like Koyori trying to dress as Hannah, it's not working out. It's not working out, you know? So, yeah, she's super stacked. It's ridiculous. And the joke was that I had originally asked Master Krakken, I said, you know, because we're having Komugi dress up as all these different Saturday morning waifus or waifus from other anime that you guys would know. So I said, let's have Komugi dressed as the Baroness. Well, he had already done that joke with Hannah where he put her in Hannah's outfit, but she wasn't quite filling out the top as much, so that's why he added Koyori in there. Well, this time he said, well, Komugi's definitely not filling out the Baroness costume, so we're going to make her just one of the Cobra waifus, you know, like that we've seen them in a couple of episodes, the Cobra waifus. The Cobrettes, you know, whatever you want to call them. We'll just put her in one of those, and we'll put a different character from the show in the Baroness costume. So Krakken did a little, you know, artistic license, you know, took a little free reign creativity. And if Kitty is any indication, you can see Kitty down there once again making his choice. He's very biased. He is mesmerized under her yams. Komugi looks a little irritated by it, you know? So, but that all is in character. If you guys remember from the show, it was a big joke played up, a big joke about small assets. So it's in character. It's in character. So yeah, good job, Master Krakken, adding an extra layer of humor there. So we get Komugi as a Cobra gal. And then, of course, we get the teacher waifu from the end of Komugi with her huge tracts of land as the Baroness. And that is technically waifu number 5 and 6, but this was a 2-for-1. So that's waifu number 5. And we are like perfectly rounded off on the meter. If we were to get one more, I'll just give you a preview here. We have a waifu wrangled and tangled, and Kitty is up to his old tricks again. But we might have to save this one for next time. Think we might have to save this one for next time. But nevertheless, we had a massive support from the Baconeers tonight. Thank you guys so much for the generosity. You guys are amazing, man. I'm glad that we got that 2-for-1 because I love the Kamugi cosplays, and Krakken has been adding a lot of humor to them. Like, you know, I try to make them entertaining in their own right because it's like, yeah, you know, like with She-Ra, for instance, it's like, you know, put her in the She-Ra outfit, but you know, it's shrank in the wash like we saw last week, right? And then sometimes Krakken will just take my suggestion and add his own spin on it, and it's like even better. So it's good stuff, right? It's good stuff. Her name was Komachi. Okay, thank you, Daryl Walick. Thank you. So her name was Komachi, the one dressed as Baroness there. So yeah, Krakken's been doing awesome. So I'm glad that we got another 2-for-1 in there. The next one is also from Krakken, but we'll save this one for next week. It's actually a multi-parter, so it's probably good if I put this one maybe a little earlier in the lineup, so that way we can get the follow-up, because there's a part 2 right after this one, and then there's kind of a follow-up, not necessarily a part 3, but kind of a reference to a previous one that comes after the part 2 of this one. So I'll probably move all 3 of those earlier up in the lineup for next week, so that way we can get them together, or at least have a better chance. I should say that we'll have a better chance of getting them together. So thank you to Master Krakken for the awesome artwork. Shout out to Odacat as well for the anime waifus. Excellent stuff tonight. Definitely, I can tell by the reactions, you're going to get those waifus in your stable. Give them a good home. They need it, okay? A couple of those are a little like underrated, underappreciated anime waifus that definitely deserve some more attention. So get them in your stable. Thank you guys again, everybody that sent in donos tonight. Much appreciated. Massive support from the Baconeers. A lot of fun clips during the Nostalgia Spotlight. That was awesome. And Tavern's Pull with 143 hit points has secured Stream Boss. We are now at the end of the stream, so I'm going to go ahead and announce Tavern's Pull as the official Stream Boss tonight. So that means you get to select a waifu of your choice to get the pinup treatment and be featured on a future Sterner Stuff stream. All right. So that's going to be awesome. All right, guys. Well, that is the end of the show for tonight. In about 30 minutes, it'll be midnight, which means we're doing our Friday night movie. It'll be in the OB TV Discord. Now, I will put the link in the chat, so if anybody's not already in there, just click on the link there and you can come hang out and watch the movies with us.
Bacon Boy wants his PSA. The Bacon Boy gets his PSA. Yeah, buddy. That's most definitely what's up. Shantae should shake to this one time, lol.
Let's go, Cheetos, aka Waste of Space, bringing one more clip for us. One more, real quick, at the end. A Bacon Boy for the Bacon Boy. All right, let's see what you got.
Listen up, misters, and you too, sisters.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something that's a real brain twister. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Which are good, which are bad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mom or ask your dad. Drink a little water. Take the doctor's.
So, like, not only is the song really catchy, but the way they're all like dancing around, like, yeah, drugs, yeah, like hands in the air, drugs, drugs, drugs.
Drugs can make you better when you're feeling ill. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Which are good, which are bad. Drugs, drugs, drugs. Ask your mama, ask your dad.
How come the dads and all these look this like it's mustache dad again? Yeah, ask me about the drugs. I can tell you all about them. You know, I learned it from watching you, Dad. You were in that commercial. You were singing about them and dancing around. You just made them seem so cool, Dad, that I had to try it. I had to try the drugs. You made them seem so much fun. It's a me, mustache dad. Drug, drug, drug. Holy shit, man. Thank you, Waste of Space, aka Cheetos, for getting that song stuck in people's heads that might not have known it by heart. I know Tavern's Bull is over there like, no. Oh, hey, you love it. Okay, you love it. That song is awesome. Thank you, Cheetos. I appreciate you, man. Hey, in 30 minutes, guys, we got the midnight movie coming up. So if you're not quite tired, if you're want to stay up a little bit longer, enjoying some Zook and some jank with the Baconeers, then head over to the OBTV Discord. I put a link in the chat. So if you're not in there, you can join via that link. We do watch parties practically 24/7. It's kind of crazy. It's awesome. Like, I love it. We got multiple Baconeers that will stream in there. And with people being in different time zones, we have stuff practically 24/7. We also have scheduled live streams. So every Friday at midnight, we do a movie night. Every Monday at 8 p.m., we do a live action show. We've been watching through Defiance. And every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m., we do animated shows that copyright will not allow us to play on YouTube. So things like X-Men, the animated series, the DC animated universe. We've been going through Spawn, the HBO series this week. So be sure to turn into that. Tonight at midnight, in about 30 minutes, I'm going to wrap up the show here, so that way you'll have time to get some more pizza rolls or whatever snacks you need, maybe some Zook, some Spark, some Spin, some Crystal Twist, some Fupa, whatever you need to get ready for the midnight movie. We are going to be watching more Caroline Munro. If you guys were here for the midnight movie last week in the OBTV Discord, we watched Star Crash, starring Caroline Munro, and it was one of the greatest movies I've ever seen, and I say that unironically. It was such glorious jank from start to finish, never a dull moment. We were laughing our asses off, eyes popping out as Caroline Munro wore a space bikini practically the whole film. It was fucking amazing. The music was zooked out. The special effects were cheesy. It was just awesome. So we're continuing on with our Caroline Munro marathon. Really, it's like one movie every week. We're just going to do kind of like a marathon, and we're going to be watching At the Earth's Core. So as you can see her on the screen right here, this is the outfit that she spends practically the entire movie in, much like the space bikini in Star Crash. So if you'd like to see Caroline Munro wearing this outfit here in a gloriously cheesy, jank-filled movie that is going to be so much fun to riff on, then head over to OBTV in a little less than 30 minutes from now, midnight Eastern time. We're going to start At the Earth's Core. It's a super fun movie. Exactly, Retro Ryu. It's so much fun. Glorious cheese, lots of jank, plenty for us to riff on, and you get Caroline Munro in this outfit. What more could you ask for? She's the warrior of love. Let's go. So that is our midnight movie. So be ready for that time to get some snacks and whatever other preparations you need to make. Otherwise, if I don't see you in there, hopefully we'll see you at the Saturday morning cartoons tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. and then back over on Bacon Bits for the Grindhouse at midnight. All right, guys, that's the show. You all have been awesome. I want you all to stay awesome, okay? Stay based. God bless you all. Let me leave you now with a moment of Zook.
We need to build more data centers. AI needs it.
To cure cancer, right? We're curing cancer. Right?
We're curing cancer, right?
You know what? I'm starting to rethink AI. I was already starting to rethink it with the He-Man PSAs, but now I think they won me over. You know what? AI is not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad. No wonder RAM is so expensive now. Holy shit. All right, guys, that's the show. Y'all have a good one. Until next time, remember.
Until all is one.
Yes, until all is one.
Thank you for visiting me. It's been real.
Tomorrow.
Goodbye, nega ninjas.